right, we should be up and running now. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Demozan. I know you've been waiting in the chat. Good morning. Let me go ahead. I just got to share this on Discord and on my social media real quick. And we can kind of just chill and hang out and get started. I know like things have been kind of a mess this week, especially yesterday. Holy crap, yesterday was super scuffed. But hey, we made it through. We're here. We've survived. So anyways, give me a second. I'll go ahead and get that started. That'll give us a second anyways to kind of let people trickle in. I was mentioning before the stream got started, that's why there's a bunch of like there, but like I was telling Demozan, I really like the angelic squad part of their name. And apparently that's a game. Wasn't even aware. I'm probably gonna have to check that out. All right, let me go ahead and do this real quick. You think I'd be more prepared? At some point, I'd learn? I don't. I feel like I don't. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright. I'm gonna lie, when I was playing the Arrow one, I didn't expect the game to become popular instantly. It was a Steam game that didn't officially... Oh, okay, wait. I think I already read that part of it. I got distracted because I had just switched screens and I thought that you updated. Okay, I wasn't expecting you to be alive immediately. Well, you know, I figured that you were here anyways. I was just getting everything set up and I'm like, oh, it's like only like 20 minutes, it's fine. I'll give people a chance to warm up. You know, I'll at least appear like I'm ahead of the curve today. You know, that's the thing, like, even if you're all tore up and falling apart, you just gotta appear like everything is good. Alright, so we went ahead, we got that up in YouTube, so we're good to go now. I just clicked on the tab to check back and it was live. Yeah, I moved pretty, you better be careful with me. I moved pretty efficiently. Oh, I do like the little Sharpie girl next to me. This is so cute. Honestly, I think I'm keeping her there for today. I'll make her a little bigger. She's so cute, though. Only a bit bigger. I like that. She's cute. You can stay. You can hang out with me today, Sharky girl. Also, just to check again, when is the Mindustry stream schedule? So that's actually like part of what I wanted to go over with like the community and everybody today. Yesterday, I was just attending an important meeting in my university. Welcome to the chat, Aubrey. What kind of meeting did you have? I'm sorry, to circle back onto my original point. Yeah, today is the day where we're gonna get like the stream schedules like kind of cleaned up. I wanted to schedule the celebration stream since we were able to fund the wheelchair. So I wanted to kind of get a bunch of things organized and I figured, well, I'm pretty tired. I only got like a couple hours of sleep last night. So I figured today's a good day. We'll have a nice like little chill chat, you know, little chat live stream and we'll get everything figured out. We'll get it on the schedule. We'll get everything organized and we're gonna just hit the ground running starting Monday next week. I also need to redo the title graphic for that live stream, but that's easy. I can fix that pretty quickly. I'll do it on live stream too, so I'll make the graphics too, so that you can all watch me work. It'll be fun. Very glad that additional fees are expected to be cheaper. Oh gosh, but I mean, additional fees are never fun though. That's the thing. That was one of the things I really didn't like about college is like, I felt like everything was unnecessarily expensive, especially the goddamn books. There's a reason why I dropped out. Not like I ever really needed it anyways. From like what I've observed, most people don't even use the degree that they earned anyways, that they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on. So I don't know, maybe I dodged the bullet. I just educated myself. Properly, by the way. I'm not talking about reading up random, like, conspiracy theories on the internet. I'm talking about, like, buying my own books and, like, looking up YouTube courses on, like, electrical and stuff. Oh, hello, Karu. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you this morning? Parents were aware that their children are attending a lot of school activities ahead. When I was playing Era 1, I found out about how good the Explosive Rangers were, so I sent one and wiped out the entire armada of fighters named Trailblazers MK2. Alright, I have to get more on this. Sometimes I feel bad because you're telling me these stories and I'm like, this sounds so awesome, but I have like, I don't always have like the best way to like connect that together in my mind. So that'll be part of like what we're doing today. So we'll get Ministry on the schedule. I also am working with one of my moderators right now on getting a persistent Vox Libre server set back up so that we as a community can play Vox Libre again. I'm kind of over my break from Minecraft and Vox Libre and Luanti, and I'm ready to start playing those games again too. So those have always been my favorite games. They're always going to be like the Vox Libre especially is always going to be a cornerstone of this channel. So, but every once in a while I get super burnt out on it and I just like, I can't even look at it for a while. I think everybody kind of goes through phases like that with their favorite things, right? You enjoy it so much, you're like, oh god, I can't have another bite of this. Like, I literally will get sick of it for good. Did you just have a voice crack when saying send? A little bit. Like I said, I didn't get a ton of sleep. I've been like the past week has been an experience. That's the best way to phrase it, I think. It's been an experience. I don't know if anybody's ever had to dog sit 3 spoiled dachshunds before. Yeah. I was just barely able to do this for 5 days. Just barely. Actually, I'm kind of glad the computer broke because I think I would have ended up getting too distracted anyways to properly stream. So it might have been a blessing in disguise because really, like, my priority there was to take care of the puppies. They're adorable, you know. Spoiled as they may be, they are still cute. Oh, and it's my responsibility to make sure they get lots of yummy food and their walkies and their pees and poops. But, like, okay, so I thought I made the mistake the first night of being like, yeah, okay, they're just 3 little dogs. This will be totally easy. I'll just put all 3 of them on a leash, right? And then we'll go outside. It's really early in the morning, right? And we'll go for a walk. And it'll be great. And because it's so early, nobody will be there, right? So, sure enough, it's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm outside, get out the front door with these 3 dogs. They bolt out the front door, and they have my cane with me. And I was only really planning to walk with them down the driveway and back because I can't really go too far. So I was like, okay, well, we'll get them out there. The leads are long enough for them to kind of run around. I'll just like stay at one spot, just let them get some exercise. Huge mistake. Absolutely huge mistake. It almost like instantly, before I even like got to the sidewalk, they started like circling around me. Not just circling like in between my legs, but they were also like wrapping up my cane in this mess as well. And like I'm like, oh my god, like this is going to instantly turn into a disaster. I had to like completely untangle myself. 3 of these dogs, like the whole thing turned into this giant like rat nest of like dog leash leads. It was a freaking disaster. And I'm trying to corral 3 spoiled dachshunds to get back in the house. They don't want to go back in because they're outside now. They want to be outside. But I'm like, I can't deal with this. I need to get you all back in. You're going one at a time. It was a freaking nightmare. So anyways, that was my past 5 days. They're good though. They are really good dogs. Despite being spoiled though, I do love them. They're really cute. They lay down with me. They like to sleep with me. Especially the wired-haired dachshund. so adorable. So adorable. He is such a sweet little boy. He's the best one out of all of them. He listens to me. Like, out of all of them, he is the one. And I think the only reason is, yes, he is still spoiled, right? But he's like, he's a good boy kind of dog, right? So he wants to do things to make you happy, so you'll give him attention. So you kind of can use that against him to get him to do things that are good. And really, like, within a couple of days, him like behaving a little bit better. So yeah, he's a good boy though. He's a really good boy. I like him. He does what I tell him to do. Unlike the others that are just kind of like looking at me and they're like, yeah, no, I'm actually in charge here. What's going on with the voice parts cutting off? I have no idea. Hold on, let me turn up my volume a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I have to troubleshoot some of my audio issues. Ever since I came back, it's been kind of an issue. One of my moderators brought it up in chat last night, but it's like, I don't know how to fix that because I've already tried to troubleshoot it on my own and it's not working. The only other thing I can think of that like is the changed variable is that it's literally 82 degrees in my office right now and I have fans on and I think the noise suppression is trying to cut out the fan background and sometimes my words get caught in that like filtering and it cuts off my voice early. That's a theory, but I'm not 100% sure. But if I turn these fans off, hold on, let me turn off all the fans. Let me turn off all the background sound that you can hear. Oh God, if I keep these fans off, I'm gonna absolutely cook to death. Okay, is this better though? Is this better? Is it cutting off less now? Because I think that's what's going on is the noise suppression is trying to filter out way too much noise and it can't handle it. And now it's like cutting into like what I'm actually saying. But you all let me know if this is acceptable. Nope, it wasn't the noise suppression. Interesting. I had no idea. I don't know what would be causing it. I mean, the thing is too, is I can change the audio source, but the problem is you'll hear every single thing on the stream, but let me go ahead and do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to the microphone that doesn't have the audio suppression on it. And let's see if it's the driver, the audio suppression driver that's causing the problem, or if it's the microphone. So let's eliminate this of elimination, okay? So is it the hardware or is it the software? So I'm gonna move to just the hardware only microphone. So properties, we're gonna move over to this. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Hopefully this is working. The problem is now you can hear everything. Every time I touch the desk, every time I pick up like the glass of water, put it back down on the desk, you're gonna hear every sound that I make in my bedroom. My squeaky chair that I sit in. That's the problem here. It sounds like we're in a concert. How about now? Hold on, I'm adjusting a lot of settings. How about now? Is this better? I'm gonna keep tuning things until we fix this. Something got messed up when I like moved my all my stuff over to that house and back. Oh, hello, Snick. Welcome to this stream. Okay, now I'm gonna try to turn the audio suppression back on again. So we're going back over to the audio suppression. How does this sound? Is this better? Are we sounding good now? Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. Well, I want to make sure it's good with the noise suppression. Also, I think today we're doing a lot better. I haven't seen any crazy stuff going on in the chat. Like, oh my goodness, yesterday was really rough in the chat. So I'm happy about that too. For a split second, I thought I heard a voice was. I believe you because you weren't the only one who was saying that there's been issues since yesterday, and I was just like, I'm really sorry. I know it's kind of scuffed, but like I don't have time to troubleshoot it because I was already late to Curiosities. live stream and I felt so bad. I felt so bad about that. I apologize to that girl so many times. I'm like, I will be 100% way more mindful about scheduling our live streams when I need to travel, because I was super late and she was like all prepared and I wasn't, and I like completely scuffed the start of her stream, and that is totally 100% on me. So I take full responsibility for like how badly that stream got started off, because we should have been more prepared, and it was me. I was scrambling like a crazy lady last night. Oh, not as scuffed as the one at the start of Ava stream. Oh my goodness. Like, we had back-to-back snack. That was like the worst part about it, is it was back-to-back. It was like, I got through the first one. I'm like, oh my goodness. Cause like, here's the thing, like, that Curiosity, she's still up and coming, right? She live streams all the time, right? But like, when you plan something with another YouTuber, right? Like, those variables are outside of your control. And she was getting really stressed out about that. And I felt, that's the part I felt so bad about. The nice thing about like working with Ava though, is that we've both scuffed enough streams, like where we know to roll with the punches at this point, and like what to expect and how to deal with like the problems in the moment. But like for Curiosities, a lot of these issues that we ran into, I think it was their first time running into problems like this. And I'm actually kind of glad, because I was able to kind of like walk them through a couple of their troubleshooting issues that they ran into last minute. And thankfully, I've made those same mistakes before. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, all right, don't worry. I've done this before. Don't worry, we're gonna get through it. So, but yeah, that's why I felt bad. I was like, just like, I should have been more prepared than I was, and I wasn't. So, but that's on me. I hope everything isn't scuffed. It's gonna keep happening. Like, nothing is ever 100% ever gonna go 100 to plan. Like, it just, that's reality, right? Like, you can make the best plan in the entire world. You better plan for a goddamn contingency. You better have a backup plan, right? That's why, like, when I was talking to Ava, right? Like, even though we didn't have a backup plan, you know, just came up with one on the fly. And I'm like, that's why I named the stream Fallback Solutions. Also, it was hell back in Starscape. I was fighting for 8 hours, fighting over 27 Armods and 20 drone mega complex, all on the hardest difficulty. If it wasn't for my Architect's build, it would have taken 15 hours to return. Oh yes, Starscape. Okay, no, it took a second for me to click with that. That was the one you were showing me, I think, the week before, like last week. And I was like, yeah, I definitely want to get into that game. How many backups do I have? I have backups to backups to backups to backups to backups to backups to backups. You're gonna have to get up pretty early in the morning to be able to completely get Rain to not like be able to like improvise, adapt, and overcome. I will figure it out. I always figure it out. There is never not a solution to a problem. You just gotta get really creative and make sure you keep trying different things. Like, I think a lot of people, when they problem solve, they keep trying to do like things that are too similar. Go for something like out of left field. Try something completely different. You'd be shocked how much further you can get on an issue if you just hit it from a completely different angle. I know that's vague, but it's like, it just kind of depends on what the situation is. But like, try to think creatively about problem solving. Is Borderlands 3 worth it? I was planning to, oh yes, you asked me about this, Ari. I didn't get a chance because of like how messed up everything was last night. So Borderlands 3, I played maybe about 5 to 10 hours of it. I have the game. I'm not in a position where I can tell you whether or not the game is good. What I will say is, based on the experience that I had at the time, which was several years ago, I did not care for it, and I was like kind of let down by the experience. But Borderlands 2 is like one of my favorite Xbox 360 games of all time. So there's a lot that it had to live up to, and I just didn't feel that same kind of energy and playfulness and excitement I had. And maybe that could be me being like too much in love with Borderlands 2 to like give it a fair chance. But like, I don't know, for me, just I didn't really feel like I didn't feel as good about it. I don't know. That's just, I really should play it again before I give like a more firm opinion on that. So I would take everything I just said with a grain of salt, because I don't have enough hours in the game to really give a good fair comment on it. But my initial experience was the meh. Oh, hello Monzo, welcome to the stream. Grew up on Borderlands. I grew up, so I missed Borderlands 1, and my friend, they're like, oh, we're all playing Borderlands 2 on Xbox. You got an Xbox, right? And I was like, yeah, but what's Borderlands? Like, I don't know this. And they're like, oh, it's like a multiplayer first-person shooter RPG. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. So I got into it, and oh my goodness, it like just instantly fell in love. I love Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack is one of my favorite villains of all time. He is so freaking hilarious. Like, I mean, I love to hate him. I really do. I love to hate him. I love to hate him with all of my passion. He is just amazing. He is so entertaining. And the funny thing about him too is you're laughing along like with everything that he says. But the more things he says to you, the more pissed off you get at him. And you're like, you know, when I finally meet you face to face, you know, like, I love it. He goads you perfectly, like, throughout the game. He's always playfully teasing you. I just think it was such a well-done character. I mean, there's a lot of good characters. A lot of people are like, oh, I love Moxie, you know, and like, you know, I like so-and-so, but like, honestly, Handsome Jack for the win. Oh, hello, Blue. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I don't know how I did manage to track down 2 of Starscape's most complex beacons in the game. Nearly impossible for a veteran to find. Oh shit, I forgot to upload the Iron Vanguard entries. Wait, uploaded them where? Yeah, so we're gonna eventually reschedule that Borderlands 2 stream. Oh, hello Lemon Zest, welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. Like, almost none. I think I fell asleep at like 1. I got up at 3. So like maybe 2.5 hours of sleep. It's not a lot. It's definitely not a lot. Oh, Bluey, your birthday's coming up. Oh my goodness. We'll definitely swing by if you, well, obviously you're gonna be busy on your birthday, but if you happen by my stream, I will wish you happy birthday. Make sure to remind me, because I'm like a goldfish. I swear I'm like a goldfish. I will forget 3 seconds later when you tell me something. I don't have a ton of sleep too. I woke up at 4. I feel like that's a common experience. I've been talking to some of my friends on social media, and they're kind of complaining. It's too hot, it's too sticky. I don't feel good. I think it's like a collective human experience today. Like everybody just kind of woke up not getting a lot of sleep and not feeling great. Okay, except for Blue. Blue got a lot of sleep. Good. Everybody, Blue is doing it right. I wish I could get more sleep. Honestly, I would have gone back to sleep if I wasn't like... So, alright, here's like the other factor that I didn't consider. So, I got a weighted blanket as a gift, for watching the dogs. And it's brand new, right? And, oh, and it's blue too. So like, and it's like almost trans blue color. I was like, yes, I love this. I want this. Always been curious about a like weighted blanket. I've heard like it can be pretty good for people who have disabilities and stuff like that. So I get this weighted blanket, and last night when I fell asleep, it was just like kind of tolerable enough where I could have the blanket on top of me, and it felt really comfortable. So I was like, oh yes. And I eventually just kind of fell right into sleep. And when I woke up, I kid you not, it was like an oven under that blanket. It was so hot under that blanket, and I like was instantly drenched in sweat. I was like, oh god, this is horrible. So now I gotta wash all my bed sheets, like, so like all my bed sheets are in the laundry bin, right? It's like, I've got so much shit I gotta do today. It's good though. I will say I loved it. I just picked the wrong night to test it out with, but like I really wanted to try it. I was so curious. It's fine. It probably should be washed anyways. I don't know. People say you're supposed to wash your clothes like when you get them. Don't always do that with clothes. Like food, I always wash my food, but I don't like clothes. I don't know. This doesn't seem. This is, I don't know. Maybe there's something there with that, but I don't feel it's exactly necessary every single time to wash your brand new shirt. Like I think you need to use discretion there. All right, so one of the things that I wanted to get up on the stream, so we're doing Mindustry, so I gotta get Mindustry up on the stream. So let's go over here real quick. I'm gonna get Krita pulled open real quick so we could do a Mindustry graphic. Let me get my editor open, and let me get OBS open, and we could kind of just go along with that for a minute. So, stream display, yep, we want... Rita? Hello. Hi. That was the from last night. Okay, so I need to do one for Mindustry. Maybe actually, did I already do a Mindustry one? Hold on, let me see if I have one already made. It's possible. Sometimes I make them ahead of time and I forget I make them. Let me see here. Mindustry? Nope, just the old one. Just the old one. Okay, alright, so we're gonna need new everything for Mindustry, that's fine. Alright, so we'll get rid of that, we'll get rid of that. We don't need this. Alright, and we'll keep those other elements, that'll be fine. You're all gonna get a crash course on how to make a graphic for your live stream using Krita. Wait, why did your entire room shake? What's going on over there? Is your upload so violent it shook your computer and nearly rocked your world? The prices of Super Chat here are way cheaper. To mention about the 12... Oh no. Wait, they tax you on that? Really? Well, that's a bit disgusting. I'm sorry. I learned so much about, like, the other half of this stuff. Like, unfortunately, only when you all bring it up to me. I had to adjust, like, some of the shipping stuff with, like, fourth wall for the t-shirts. There's really nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Like, it just kind of depends on where it's getting shipped to. Like, I opened up a chat and I was like, is there something I can do about that? And they're like, well, I mean, like, not without, like, massively cutting into, like... Basically, like, if I reduce the shipping, it comes out of my pocket. So, I can, but then it's almost pointless to sell the t-shirt anymore. So, I'm kind of stuck in the corner there. What I'm gonna end up doing, though, and I already started looking into this, is I'm looking for a local t-shirt supplier that will do the prints for me, and I'm just gonna go and grab my own inventory in the future when I have some extra money, and just maybe buy like 5 or 10 copies of the shirts and just sell them myself and just ship them out as people buy them. And I think that'd be a better way to handle it. And, you know, if nobody buys the shirts, I'll just give them away to people or something. Well, you know, I'll figure out how to get rid of them. But I won't get too many anyways. But yeah, I figured that'd be a better way to go. And then I can control a lot more of the variables, and I can probably do better on shipping because I have more control over like how it's going to be shipped or what kind of packaging I can use because it's coming out of my own house. So that's something that I've thought about as well, concerning that. Do I send a screenshot so that people could know I'm going to return as a guide of this one Mindustry stream? Well, if you want to, hold on, wait. Do you have like, what do you mean? Can you give me more context on send a screenshot? That's the part I'm like kind of confused over, but yes, tentatively yes, question mark, maybe? Hold on, wait, give me more clarification. All right, so the first thing we're gonna need is we're gonna need some Mindustry graphics, so Mindustry logo. Okay. See if we can find a cute one. Ooh, that one's not bad. That one's not bad. Ooh, this one's cool too. Ooh, I really like this. Okay, we're gonna use this. Somebody did a really bad job cutting this out though, so we're gonna have to fix it. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, and is there any other cool things we can kind of download that are Mindustry related? Not really. Okay, let's see what that one thing looks like. So, like, one thing that I've gotten used to, like, with doing any of these kind of graphics, less is more. Less is definitely more. So you want to start by adding in, like, one graphic at a time, and just kind of seeing, like, how that, like, looks when you add it. So here we go. Here's the one that I found online. This one's pretty cool. It doesn't look too bad to me. The original person who did this did not do a great job cleaning out their graphics, so I'm gonna clean up their graphic for them. Probably actually the best way to do this is just to go like this. We'll do a grow one on the tool, like that, and we'll just recut it out. So you see how like it cuts around here? So all that extra stuff they missed out on, so like they must have used like an eraser or something to try to get rid of that. The smarter way is to use your tools. Always use the tools at your disposal to help you like manage your graphics. But yeah, that looks a lot better. So we can go over here to the transform tool, and we'll just like kind of scale that up a bit. And I think like that, and then we can use the text. But where's the element there? Vector. There we go. Okay, all right. So like this is already looking better, in my opinion. I don't think we need to overdo it. So I just, I guess what do I write on the screen? I just got to think of something funny to write for like the text, and we're good to go. Check your Discord sharing is caring section. I sent the screenshot. Okay, awesome. All right, so while I'm trying to think of something, I'm gonna go check that screenshot real quick. I'll be right back. I'm still here though. I'm not actually leaving. I'm just going into my Discord to look. Sharing is caring. There it is. I have returned from the dead. Is there a way, do you have like an avatar or something that you could send me that I can try to like work that in? I like that. I love it actually. I just, hold on, I feel like we could do more with it. Send me an avatar of yours or something. I want to do something with that. I think we can make it work if I get an avatar on screen. By the way, happy Juneteenth. Oh, yes, yes. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I almost completely forgot. I'm glad you brought that up, Ari. Holy crap. See, I told you, I'm a complete mess today. Absolute mess. Jeez. I feel like I've had too much coffee. I'm starting to feel a little stringent because I had coffee last night too before the live stream, so it's like I've had way too much coffee. Even though I've had some sleep, like I feel like maybe I've consumed too much caffeine recently. Oh, hello Vlad, welcome to the stream. Sorry if I missed you earlier. I was working on some of these graphics. Since I'm that same Mindustry person that went missing like a year ago, I agree. All right, hold on, let me check the Discord, see if you sent me something. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'll work. All right, save image. Got it. Okay, so let's load this in. Let's load these two in. To Krita. Give me a second. It's going to take a moment. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, good. We got that. All right, perfect. And then go back over to Krita. We're going to go ahead and import 2 new layers. We are going to go over to my pictures. Sort by date modify. Is it pictures? Or did I put it in downloads? Or it might have been in downloads. Okay, so there's the first one. Okay, all right, and then layer, import layer. Where is it? No, that's not it. Where did I put that other drawing? I saved that, didn't I? Save image. Oh, okay. There it is. Got it. All right, perfect. All right, now I just gotta work this in somehow. I think the first thing I want to do is see, like, if removing the background to that other graphic is gonna help things. Control Z. All right, let's start with that. Okay. And let me lower the threshold, I think. I might need to lower the threshold. No? Okay. Alright, I know it looks a little busy right now, but let me just move some things around so it's a little less convoluted for everybody. Go over to the transform tool. Scale that back down a bit. Alright, so we'll put that there. What happened here? What is this? Hold on, we gotta fix that. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. We take this, we use this transform tool. We're gonna move this avatar over here for now. I'm gonna probably end up... Why don't we slice off the black outline from this? We don't need that. All right, how are we gonna make this work? I think I need to separate it. Okay. We've almost got this. I don't know if I want to keep the ship part of it, or maybe I should go back to the original graphic and use that as like some sort of like background. But this is the direction I'm going in. All right, let's do it like this. Let's start here. Why don't we move it like this first and try to see how we can kind of position this on here. Okay. All right, let me check chat real quick. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh god, not again with the pixel fragments. Don't worry, I'm gonna try to clean that up. I know some techniques now that hides them a lot better. Aw, I appreciate that, Demozan. I really do. It's so crazy. We're finally coming full circle on this. All right, so let me go ahead. Let's get rid of all. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong layer. Just laser that right on off. There we go. Okay. And then I can go to layer style. I can go to stroke. I can do an outside stroke and see how it like adds something to the drawing now. So I could do this and I could do like a 5 pixel stroke around this and like kind of start to adjust it and like blend it into the elements of that. Or the other thing that you can do here, so if you don't want to go that direction with it, you can also just like mess with the opacity a little bit, and that also sometimes works. It depends on what you use in the background. But yeah, we'll get it figured out. Don't worry, I'll clean it up. Not gonna lie, the ship could be placed on the plane. Oh, that's a good suggestion. Let's try that. So let's go with that suggestion. I like that suggestion a lot. Move that. And all right, I think I know what I want to do here now. Okay, so let's move this back over here. I might redo that picture one more time just because, like, I kind of agree with Demozan. I don't want there to be a bunch of, like, random pixels all over the place. All right, and let's go properties, normal. No, that's not it. What I really need is layer style. Go to stroke. We'll do a 15% opacity on that. That looks cool. Looks like a shadow. Okay. And then this one. And then we can put the avatar over here. And I can put the special guest thing on top of that. Okay, all right, let me check chat real quick. I think we're going in the right direction here. I'm back, and is that the MC solo leveling that I'm seeing, or what? And is that the Minecraft from solo leveling that I'm seeing? Wait, I'm a little confused about that statement, Blue. I'm so sorry. To be frank, I haven't heard of numbers can be fun until I discovered Rain back in February. A lot of people have been telling me about that. They're like, wait, you used to be another person? And I'm like, yeah. It's true. The rumors about me not always being cute. Wait, I'm not cute at all. Actually, never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm not cute. Okay, all right. I think this is like the right direction. So let me just kind of adjust this a little bit. And I just need to kind of figure... Well, actually, I don't even need that because I have returned from the dead is actually a great statement there. So why don't we just keep that? I'm actually going to modify it a little bit, though. Why don't I get a better picture of the ship and I just reformat the text that I already have on my screen? And I'll just use your... I like your idea, though. So, like, let me go and get the ship, like a different, like, cutout for the ship. So, like, this doesn't all look so super pixelated. Mindustry ship. Just think that would be a better way to do it. Possibly. I could be wrong. Why can't I just find the graphic for the ship? Alright, hold on. Okay, images. Oh, none of them have a transparent background? Oh, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say, that would be really annoying. Wait, is this a JPEG? Really? No frickin' way. Open link in a new tab. This better not be a goddamn JPEG. Open link in a new tab. Okay, good. It's a PNG. Gotta stay. So I found a better quality photo of a ship, ideally. So let me load that in real quick. Layer, import layer. There we go. This is a little bit better quality. And when I scale it up with the transform tool, it should look a lot nicer. Oh, much better. Much better, much better, much better. Okay, all right, so we're gonna get rid of at least, we'll go to erase, we'll use the paint brush. I've returned from the dead. All right, so let's get rid of that. We don't need this part of it now. We'll keep the text because that's the text from the game, so I think I'll just keep that. And what I'll do is to save myself a bit of time, we'll just hide this. We'll put the ship in. I need to do a better outline for the ship, so give me a second. I will fix that. And then let's go to this other image here. I've returned from the dead. Transform tool. Make that much bigger. Okay, Okay, and then for this one, I want to make it stand out a little bit more, so we'll do a layer style. We'll do a stroke. This time we're going to change the color of the stroke, though. And we'll do, like, like a nice trans blue color. How about that? And then we'll drop that down to, like, maybe 20% so it doesn't, like, completely stick out. Wait, why didn't it apply the stroke? Where's the stroke? What the... Where is it? Why is it... Why is it... Why is... What? Why is this not working? Oh, there it goes. Okay, I guess, like, turning the opacity down too much was, like, too much for it to handle. I don't know if I like blue. Maybe we'll try a different color. Let's try red. Ooh, red looks good. It just needs to be, like, kind of a color that, like, really makes it stand out different from, like, the background. We could try yellow, too. Something that's just really opposing to dark purple. That actually doesn't look too bad. Because now it kind of looks like it's, like, hovering over the top of it. Alright, let me check chat, see what, like, if anybody's got any feedback. JPEG with a PNG background is a jump scare. I know. I still gotta clean it up, but this is more like a rough draft. I'm trying to just get the idea together, and then I'm gonna figure out how to fix all the weirdness with all of these graphics. Oh, hello, B-Tran. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I missed you a few minutes ago. I was working on this. I couldn't see chat. What's going on here, Rain? Being cute, I hear. I will never admit to that. The stroke's transparent. Yeah. Let me see if I can adjust some of those settings. Layer style. Stroke. Where is it? Size. So its opacity is 100%, but its blend mode is multiply. So why don't we do... I don't know. Normal? Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I like that. And then for this one, let's see if we can fix this too. So, properties. Layer style. We'll do stroke. We'll change it from multiply to normal. Okay, so this one still looks weird. I think I know what's going on with it. Okay. All right, 1 second. Okay, and then merge with the layer below. Okay, and then go back over here, layer style. That's not it. Layer style. Why is this not working now? Uh-oh, I think I screwed this up. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Wait, it won't revert it back? Really? Hold on, I gotta fix that. Okay. Alright, I know what to do now, though. Okay, then merge with layer below. Yay, it's fixed. And then I can kind of scale this down a little bit so it doesn't look so horrible anymore. I think that looks a lot better. And then we can go to here. Oh, nope. Undo that. Move it. I think that looks a lot better. Oh, Aubrey, it was so good to have you here. I hope to see you again soon, my friend. Oh, Lane, welcome to the stream. It's so good to have you here. Sorry if I missed you a few minutes ago. I was obviously working on this. I think we're making good progress, though. Hold on, let me actually get the whole thing in frame so that people can... What the f did I just do? There are some things that need to be fixed about that. I think I'm going to end up having to redo the... I like this idea, so I'm going to copy this same format. I wanted it in there, but like from... But I feel like it's just kind of like... Some of these feel a little... rough. Rough's maybe the right word. Maybe we'll go with rough. Rough might be appropriate. Properties. No, we're not doing that. Layer style. Broke. I want to go back to that blue color. I like this color better. Yeah, that looks better. That looks way better. Oh, you know what? Hold on, wait. Let me try something real quick. Let me try something real quick. Layer style. Stroke. Can I do this color? Gradient. Okay, gradient. Where is it? I don't know if this is gonna look good or not. I'm gonna try. That actually doesn't look too bad. I think I could play with it a little bit, but I just put a trans flag gradient on it. Ray didn't even see me taunt her when I joined, shaking my head. Okay, wait. Was there another one that you sent earlier? Oh no, I hope I didn't miss it. Wait. Also, hi, I have Snickers iced coffee. Oh, that sounds awesome. I love Snickers. OG people from Ministry are gonna be like, wait, isn't that Rain's guide from like a year ago? Thought he went missing. It was you, and the only other one that came by to help for the multiplayer aspect was James Spire. I have not talked to James Spire in forever. They said they weren't really interested in making more content with me, and I said, that's fine. I guess they have some things that they wanted to do on their own, so I respect that. It was you, and it was James Spire, but it was so much fun, though. I remember doing that back then. And the only reason I remember is because I went back to some of the older streams and looked. And there was the multiplayer stream I did with them. I had no idea how to do PvP, so like I was just like, you're definitely gonna win this, but it'll be fun to try it on stream. Okay, all right, let's get back to work here. Give me 1 second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this back up. I like what Demozan had going on with this. I just don't like the way that looks. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. I feel like this is gonna look better though. So we'll maybe do that. We'll try it. So let's go and modify the text. And the way it was formatted was... Hold on, actually I gotta exit this. It was... Yeah, okay, so... Okay, let me clean that up. Remove the tildes. Remove the extra characters. Put it all in one line. Wait, how the hell did that happen? Oh my goodness, sorry. Okay. And then let me go ahead and scale that. I don't know, how are we feeling about the text? Let me put it side by side so it's about approximately the same size. I feel like I like the one from the game better. But the other, like the vector layer text that I'm using right now is cleaner looking. Yeah, the pixelated text font is better. Okay, that's what my feeling too, but I'm still glad that we can put it side by side just to kind of get that, like... I mean, I like the in-game font too, but, like, you know, I do want to go with what, like, looks better. Less stroke thickness. Okay, good suggestion. Wait. Oh, visual dosage. Welcome to the stream. I made the same mistake. Don't worry. Yeah, let me try that. Well, I can, and I assume you meant that on the, text. Let me cut that down by, like, half. So let's go for, like, you know, a more, like, rational, like, 8 pixels. That still feels way too thick. Oh, I'm on the wrong one? Oh, darn it. Well, okay, that's... Okay, wait. And it was layer style. Broke. We'll drop that to 8. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay, all right. And then we can get rid of, I think, this one. And we'll make it bigger. And I think we're going to need to put it on 2 lines to get it on the screen properly. Give me a second here. Let me just reformat it. Yeah, I think that's going to fit way better. Transform. I think we're making some good progress here. All right, let me go ahead and check on chat. Yes, that looks great. Since you're using different colors, you can make the spaces between the words less far apart. I think it looks a lot better now that we've reformatted it. I think the trans flag around the center icon from the ship is also like a really nice touch too, so that looks really good. Oh, is Taco is still on one line? This is fine. Yeah, it's just like I wanted to make it bigger because like I realized with some of my older graphics that like the words on the screen aren't big enough on mobile, so it's like what is this, a graphic for ants, right? You can't even read the words. I would center it, center the text now too. Give me a second. Where's center? It doesn't like to center. Let me use a different tool. Hold on, let me see if it'll do it with this. Can't get it to snap sometimes. Maybe I could do transform. Transform. Here, scale. Split. I don't like the... sometimes, my one complaint about Krita is sometimes, like, their transform thing... Oh, there it is. It snapped. Okay, that's center. I can't figure out the snapping sometimes. But that's okay. All right. Wait, one last thing I want to change about this. So we'll go back to the text tool. We'll go back to the vector layer. This... Oh, no. All right, let's fix that. And then I think I'm going to change where I split it. Here. That'll balance it better. Alright, then we'll scale it one more time. I don't want to make it too big, but... Oh yeah, it doesn't work with the transform tool for some reason. I don't know why. Where is it? Snap? Not gonna snap this time, is it? I hate when it does this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna guess. Okay, alright. I think this actually looks pretty good. And let me change the hand, because we've been using the finger pointy to chin for too long, so let me change the arms out, because I want it to be slightly different. I feel like I use the finger to the chin too often. Yes, that looks great since you're using different... Oh, wait, I already read that part. I would send... Okay. View snap to snap image center. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, visual. Oh, my goodness. I used to use Photoshop, but sometimes use Krita for drawing, so I don't know all the shortcuts. That's fine. I've never used Photoshop. I've only used Krita. So any advice you do have, I will always take that. Snap image to center. Okay, so view, snap to, and let's see here. Snap to pixel, snap to grid, snap to node, snap image to center. Got it. Okay. Why isn't it doing it then? Just clicked it. Did snap. Why aren't you snapping? You know what? I'm about to snap. Something's gonna snap, all right. Is Ministry kind of like Factorio? Yes, it's like, it's not exactly the same, but it's like, think of like open source, like RTS, Factorio, kind of like amalgamation. It's so good. It's really good though. It's definitely worth it. If you like factory building games, and you like a little bit of like real-time strategy, you'll definitely like Ministry. Rain create tutorial when? I actually did a one Krita video already. I could do more. I love doing videos like that. It's not like I'm like an expert, but I'm happy to share what I know. Or I could even just take like what we did here on stream and just cut it into a short like 5-minute video. I'd be like, hey, here's how you can really punch up some of the wow factor on like your graphics for your videos. Oh God, Rain, can I speak? Can I speak today, please? Oh Jesus. Oh, hello Zookeeper, welcome to the stream. I'm more of a comedian, so I might even make people laugh in the Ministry stream. I do want to have a voice call with you, Demozan, before we get this, because like it definitely needs to be discussed and planned properly so that we have like a game plan there. So we'll schedule that after. We'll discuss it after this. I'm gonna schedule the Ministry one later into the week. That way we have some time to get that done and get it coordinated and discussed about like what we're gonna do. Should we just restart the campaign? I'm picking up where I left off, stuff like that. We'll go over all of that and we'll figure out what's the best way to go from there. Okay, I know how to plan out the intro. All right, we'll go over all the details then. This is gonna be good. It might be worth it. It might be worth it to just start over again. Even though technically this will be like the 3rd time I've started over with Ministry. it might be worth it. I don't know. I think I'm only like 2 or 3 levels into the first campaign, so we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm pretty satisfied with this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna export it as a PNG. I usually love to save this, so I always keep this like as Rain default title card. That's always good to keep a like master copy and then keep a backup of your master copy, and then I just like to export them out as PNGs afterwards and just rename them. So this would be new Mindustry stream PNG. Okay, so we'll go ahead, we'll export that. We don't need this anymore, so we're gonna go ahead and close out Krita. And we're gonna come back over to here. Bye! Welcome back. Welcome back, me. We'll go back over to the other screen in just a minute. You know, I realized something too that I forgot to do. I made coffee this morning. And now my stomach is reminding me, and it's saying, hey, Rain, what about breakfast? Did you remember to feed us this morning? And I'm like, nope. Nope. Completely forgot. Completely forgot. Wow, Sharky mascot, I know. I was showing people last night. Absolutely love the Sharky mascot. I did a drawing of the Sharky mascot before too. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I've done the best drawing of the Sharky mascot. Actually, I know somebody who's done a better one. Let me pull them up on social media real quick. I'll show you. Where is it? Where's their profile? There they are. They are so talented. Okay, alright. So I'm going to show you one drawing that they've done. So I'm going to try to pronounce their name properly, but give me a second. Let me go back over to OBS. Go over here. Stream display. Go over to... Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay, so let me pull this up on screen. So, this is, Ba-E-O-U? I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it. I just say Bahai. That's the way I've been saying it. But they did this Sharky drawing a super long time ago, and it is definitely one of my favorites that I have come across. They are extremely talented. Also, they were one of the 2nd or 3rd people to ever support my artwork, and in fact they contributed a good chunk of the money that went towards my very first drawing tablet. So I was able to buy a Huion because of their contribution. Apparently they thought my drawings were good enough to warrant an investment, and I like to hope to think that they've seen the value of that. And the reason why I think they may have is because they gave me a gift one time, and this is a drawing that they did for both of us, and this is one of my favorite fan drawings of all time. They did this for me as a gift to like kind of celebrate me making it 1 year as an artist, and like learning how to draw and getting so much better. And it's like, it's one of those like photographs you see almost from like an anime, right? Like it feels like this is almost real, right? Like, and that's what I love about it. It's so personal. It's got like all this personal touch to it, and it feels like something like we were on an adventure and somebody just happened to snap a photo of us together. And it's so great because technically we are on an art adventure together. Do I still have the Huion? I went through a couple of Huion XP pens, etc. They all broke quick. I had to get a Wacom. I've had nothing but good experiences with Huion. All right, so my very first Huion, I think they sent me like a refurbished one because there was a scratch on it, and even though it said it was brand new, there was still a scratch on it, so I returned it because it wasn't working right. But then when I got the brand new one, I've never had a problem since. The only issue I have with it on Linux is that it doesn't work well with dual monitors, but that's a Linux specific issue. But otherwise, my experience with Huion has been pretty good. Pretty good. People are gonna be like, okay, why does he have veteran level schematics the moment I started spinning? I know, like, that's the thing too. You were the one who walked me through how to get like some of the first like, what was the thing? It was like it wasn't carbon. It was some material, and I couldn't figure it out. It took forever for you to explain it to me. And you're like, when I finally clicked with it, you're like, hell yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I got the same thing with the Wacom click on multiple screens, but that's because the Wacom 4K and my monitors. Oh, okay. So, oh, maybe that's what the issue was. I wonder. Interesting. Okay, that's something for me to look into, though. I really do, though. So, like, here's the thing. I really struggle with digital art, and after talking to a couple of artists, what they believe my issue is that I can't do the so I need a drawing tablet that has a screen, because I need the 1-to-1 ratio to draw properly on a tablet, and obviously just more practice. But I think what's going on is the fact that I have a drawing tablet laying flat on the desk in front of me, and I have to look at the screen in front of me, is where like my drawing gets lost in translation for digital art. Oh my gosh, these fans are off, and I'm absolutely dying in here. Oh, this is so hot. How hot is it? It's 82 degrees right now. I'm just gonna, you know, every once in a while, I'm gonna keep updating you on the temperature in my room. Oh, 100% cannot draw on a piece of plastic while looking at a monitor. I got one with a screen too, and got it with a stand. Yeah, I was on a budget though. Like that's the thing. It's like I didn't really have a lot of money. Even though like they gave it to me, like, to be honest with you, like my first 3 supporters were the only first 3 supporters, and yeah, so I had to make do with what was given to me at the time. So I bought that, and I will get a new one eventually. I really wish just wish that it wasn't so expensive, and I don't know, things were a little bit put. Because I would very much like to just go out and buy these things if I could, right? I just start doing awesome new drawing live streams and like put together all this equipment so like things can get better quality. If I had a time and a little bit more money, like I'd even have like a proper VTuber model at this point. But it's just like, it's one of those things where I have to like kind of like shoestring it together. You'll get there. I'm lucky that the job provides the drawing monitor, PC, etc. You could set it as the next goal. I mean, I've thought about it, but it's like everybody was so generous with the wheelchair. I don't want to feel like, you know, like the community like needs to take care of every single thing for me, right? Like the wheelchair is one thing because that's like super life impactful, but like I eventually can earn enough income to buy my own equipment, right? That's okay. I do have the Throne account, so I guess if anybody wants to contribute, I can put it on my Throne account, but nobody's like obligated to buy me stuff, you know? It's a little, I think like I consider the wheelchair slightly different. I don't know. I'm weird about everything. I know people like to help, so I gotta stop making decisions with other people's wallets and just go, if you want to help me, yes, please, I could use some help if you want to be generous, and just be very thankful that somebody was willing to toss me a bone. Like, that's one of my things, because it's like, I always feel like I'm like, oh my God, they spent money on me, and like, I feel bad about that. It's like, oh no, like, I'm taking out of their pocket, right? That's how I always feel when it happens. True, but it's not like you demanded from it. I know. What was that? Dark Side Phil? Oh my goodness. Did anybody see that? With him, like, criticizing people not donating? And like, he held his stream hostage and was like, I'm not even gonna start playing until I get a donation. And it's like, ew, you're disgusting. What are you doing? You're supposed to be entertaining people. You're supposed to be having fun, right? And people give to you because they're enjoying the experience, and they want to continue that, right? Nobody's obligated to support anybody. If like I can't believe that mentality. Like, that's so insane to me. I've mentioned it to Escape because they're very generous with me with the super chats, Charlie too. And I've said, like, you can throw a penny at the side of my head and I'd be like so grateful for it. Like, it doesn't matter. The amount's not important. It's the thought that goes behind it. You love my content enough to support me in any capacity. I'm extremely grateful. It all counts. Everything counts. There is no minimums. May I inquire about the wheelchair? Of course you can. I've been more open about discussing my disability. I'm getting more comfortable with it. So what would you like to know? Oh, hello, Artemis. Welcome to the stream. People give money to you willing because of the content, not because you are demanding it. Yeah, I'm seeing it that way. And the throne has been so beneficial. Wait until I get the art streams going, up and running again. They are coming up very, very soon. So probably after I do the commission, after I finish the commission that I'm supposed to be working on, I am going to be doing like painting live streams where we're going to be like getting into acrylic paints. I have canvases, I have fancy new paints and paintbrushes and all of this stuff. I've been dying to dig into it. So we're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be doing all sorts of cool art on the channel soon. Got plans. And like, I could not have done that if people didn't buy stuff for me on the throne. So it's like, yeah, I'm starting to get it. It's clicking with me, but it's like, I don't know. I just like, before I just like felt so bad about asking, like, you know, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, if anybody has any questions about my accident or my disability or anything like that, I'm an open book at this point. I'm not as shy as I used to be about it. So if you want to ask, oh, hello, DS. Welcome to the stream. It is a aid. So here is like how it works for me, to get into the specifics of it. So I can walk around my house with a cane. I use a cane, for like a good majority of my day. When I am outside, if I can get into somewhere, like, let's put a time limit on it. Let's say about 15 to 30 minutes of good standing and walking around time, but only for like really short distances. And after that, the clock is on. And the reason why for that is because my hips were fractured. And even though I have a plate in it, it's just like the joints, the arthritis, like everything. Standing on my feet is just absolutely horrible. It's not great. The first couple of minutes, I'm okay. After about 10 minutes, I'm starting to get a little like uncomfortable. After like about 20 minutes, I'm starting to sweat. And like when we get around 30, like that's when you're seeing me desperately like look for a chair to sit in. And then anything after that, I'm just asking for trouble. I'm asking for an injury. I'm asking to fall. I'm asking to trip because like I'm getting too tired. Oh, hello, Gambik. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. This is your first time here. Oh, you forgot that? Oh, it's okay. I do that all the time. Because I use a couple of different like chat platforms depending on like what my friends use. And sometimes I'll use like Discord shortcuts in those platforms and they just come out as plain text. I'm like, well, that looks really, really stupid. And I'll give like the short summary on how I became disabled. So I was riding my bicycle to work and I was struck behind from a pickup truck. And that broke my hips, it broke my ribs, and it broke my foot, and it really messed me up super bad. That was a couple of years ago. I've been going through like physical therapy and trying to recover. I don't think I'm ever gonna fully get back what I had before. I don't think I'll ever ride a bike again. Like I'll never be on a bicycle or a motorcycle or anything like that ever again. So I don't think that's ever gonna happen for me. I've always wanted to get back to like being able to run and go hiking again and camping, and I think that chapter of my life is closed now. But that's okay because I learned how to draw. I became an artist. I became a YouTuber. I started live streaming. I started playing video games. I came up with new interests. I used to be a very outdoorsy type of girl. Not so much anymore. But the wheelchair will help with that. Now I can go to the park and I can start exercising again and I can get out. And because the new wheelchair has bike tires, I might be able to go on some light dirt trails with it. Very light, very light, but I can like get on the grass now. Like my old wheelchair was so heavy, like it would sink in the mud. There's no way you could roll that over grass safely. It's a wheelchair designed to be indoors. It has rubber wheels, so it doesn't damage your wood floor. There is some way to do text formatting on YouTube, but Markdown is not supported. Yeah, they do have it for the emojis. As far as I'm aware, there could be more to that. But as far as I'm aware, you can like, for example, I could do like my rain emojis by typing them in with the like the colons there. So I could do like, what was it? Rain. If I could spell my own name correctly. How do I not spell my own name right? Jesus. All right, so like here's rainbow, right? So I wrote that out, but it shows up as an emoji when I type it in. Are you getting the wheelchair in trans flag colors? Let me get a picture of like the 3D model representation of the colors and everything. Let me pull that up on stream so everybody can see it. Just a moment. And they already sent me the drawing. So this is already purchased. The money that was contributed to me, I've already purchased it. I made a post on my social media account already confirming that the wheelchair has been purchased already. They have already sent me the drawings for it. This is a very professional thing. They sent me an entire data sheet with every single measurement, everything, and they're like, please look this over, make sure it looks right. As soon as you're good to go, in about 4 to 8 weeks, we can get this wheelchair out to you. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is so awesome. So their like default thing was that they were not able to do like, they didn't have like a white seat option or anything like that. So this is the wheelchair for anybody who's curious. Oh, let me format that better. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. So here you go. So here's the wheelchair I ended up getting. Wheelchair use equal better to get to the activity. Could do it longer. Yeah, and like that's the thing too, is like I don't want to always be fully reliant on the wheelchair, but I do need it. And if I can get up and like use my cane for a minute, you know, and walk around, it's good. I would eventually like to not have it, but like I've already been struggling with this for years, and it's like at this point, it's like it's hard because I don't want to give up on the fact that I could get to 100% walking again. But I'm also older, like I am older, right? And I'm already at the age where like osteoporosis is a thing. Arthritis is a factor. In fact, I already have arthritis as a result of the accident, and it's only gonna get worse from here. I'm probably gonna need a hip replacement at some point and a knee replacement, and I'm only gonna deteriorate. I've unfortunately, like I haven't hit over the hill, but I will eventually, and of course, like this will be good to have long term as well. So like I'm trying to think lifetime here, and it can't see a reason at this point with all the issues I've had to not have it. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, because that's how I've been living the past 2 years, is where I really need a good high quality wheelchair. And every single time I've gone to do something and I didn't have a good wheelchair and I've missed out, like it's upset me. The last time was the Pride parade I went to, and I couldn't bring my wheelchair because it rained and like the concert was on the grass, so I wouldn't have been able to bring my wheelchair there. So I tried to like just tough it out like a tough girl, and I was like, fine, I'll just walk and find a bench to sit on. And I pretty much ended up, it was pointless for me to go. I pretty much missed the whole thing anyways. It's like I showed up, walked through for 5 minutes, and needed to find my way back because there was no way I was going to be able to, there was no way I could even sit on the grass. It was so muddy that if I got into the grass there, I would have never gotten up again. Like it would have taken at least 2 people to get me off the ground. Oh, so like what I'm gonna do is like the clothes like guard and stuff like that, I'm gonna paint those white. Like the sides, the little clothes guards on the side, those are gonna get painted white so it matches like trans flag colors. And then I'll just leave the seat black, that'll be fine. But then yeah, it'll have the pink, white, and blue in it. but it'd be blue, pink, and then white in the center, right? So it should line up. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but it should line up pretty good. Is the seating part so thin? So that's a carbon fiber bottom. I'm actually getting a custom ad for the bottom of the wheelchair. They offered a fabric, but again, I'm thinking long-term. Carbon fiber is going to last significantly longer. Fabric can tear, fabric breaks down a lot faster than carbon fiber. So I went with carbon fiber for the bottom. And that does make it harder, and there's less of a concave to it. But again, long-term, I wanted something that was solid and isn't going to be prone to like breaking so easily. That's also why I got the wood handles on the side too, because I live in the Northeast and it's super cold. And in winter, metal bars are super uncomfy to touch, but wood is fine. Wood doesn't get super cold and it warms up really quickly. So it's much more comfortable to use on the side of the wheelchair. I wonder if bold and italic work. Oh, this doesn't even work. Sorry if I missed that earlier. Customize it yourself, maybe. So yes, I am gonna do, when I finally get the wheelchair, I'm going to release a video celebrating it. I want to show people. It's not going to be a face reveal video, so don't get too excited. But I'm going to take some creative angles and show everybody that I have the wheelchair. I'm using the wheelchair. Maybe I'll get a couple of back shots of me like riding it around or a little bit and just kind of show it off. And then maybe at the end, I'll paint like a mural on it or something. I don't really have 100% of a plan. I kind of want to see it first before I like make a decision on how I want to address it. Because I don't really know what the materials are like yet, but I will come up with something. I'm brainstorming a lot of good ideas for it. Oh, and we got to do a celebration stream. I've got to get that on the schedule as well. Because obviously, like, I want to, like, thank everybody. I don't know how to do it, though. Like, I'm trying to come up with, like, fun activities to be like, thank you for donating to me and getting me a new wheelchair. That is perfect. Wheelchair for... that's what I thought, too. And this was from notawheelchair.com. That's where I bought it from. They were the cheapest. So like for fitted wheelchairs, like most of them, they'll go for a couple of thousand. With shipping, this was like $1,500. If I didn't need it shipped, I could have saved like maybe $250, but you know, it is what it is. So I just set that. I was like, if I can get even close to that, I'll buy it. So I did. Oh, hello, Shards. Welcome to the stream. I just realized what YouTube account I'm on. I'm not supposed to be watching anyone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Well, don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. And my chat. Don't worry. We understand. We understand. You know, we get it. Oh no. I'm sorry about that. I've made that mistake before too. Before I like was fully out. I used to switch between 2 Discord accounts, and I have some friends that were like mutual friends, but I wasn't like fully out to them yet. I was just like kind of like, they kind of knew who I was, but they didn't really know. It was weird. I was being weird. I was like, my transition was like a freaking nightmare because I was like so scared to tell anybody. But then like they like were like wanted to add the new Rain Girl on social media, and I was like, oh god, I know these people. I know these people. They're my friends. Oh god, they're gonna think I'm a liar. Oh, it was so stressful. Here's the funny thing though, every single person I was worried about, like, thinking I was tricking them, they're like, oh, I totally get it. I did something similar. I was like, oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, my search history is a snitch with this Starlink. Oh no. I'll be leaving soon. I'll probably be back within 30 minutes. Well, I'm glad you stopped by for a minute. It was good to see you. Hopefully everything's going good. Not a Wheelchair is the Jerry Rig Everything one? Yes. And I'm going to be mentioning them. They're probably not ever going to acknowledge or see my video, but I will be extremely thankful to them as well. Because they're a fellow YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. So I want to, you know, say from one YouTuber to another, thank you so much for putting this together, because look, and not only that, but like my YouTube community help fund this. It was a combination of my social media community and my YouTube community working together to help me. And like, oh my goodness, like I was in tears. Like when it first, like I was shaking, I was like glitching out super hard. I was like, this isn't real, this isn't real. And like, here's the thing, I've had that goal up for a while, but I wasn't really telling people like what I was doing. Kind of like a little bit, like put it up sometimes. So I was being like really shy about it because we just talked about it, right? And then finally, Lemon Zest was like, just push it, just put it out there. People will make a decision whether they want to support you or not. And in 2 days after I did that, the wheelchair got funded. I couldn't believe it. Oh my God, yes, I have two DC, oh no. Actually, I'm not 100% sure what you're referencing there, but it doesn't sound good. It's okay, I've got a math test tomorrow. Well, hopefully you do well. I suck at math. Okay. If you give me a piece of paper, I'm fine with it. But if you're like asking me to like do math in my head, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just suck at it. I know all the formulas, I know how to do it. Just don't ask me to do it in my head. I don't have time for that, right? Like, this isn't school anymore. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I liked Jerry Rig everything, but when he scrapes knife on a metal, I die inside. Oh my goodness. His videos are pretty good. I don't enjoy that content as much as I used to, because like I don't tinker the same way that I used to anymore. I don't really work with that kind of stuff anymore. Like when I was at my old job, I'd be more interested in those kind of videos, but like now I don't really do anything with electronics anymore. I haven't messed with anything electrical in almost a year now. Oh, DC Discord. Okay. I appreciate it. I was a little confused. So like, wait, DC? Because the only DC I know is like, you know, direct current, like alternating current, direct current. I used to be in green energy electrical. I used to do solar modules. That was kind of my jam before I couldn't really handle doing that kind of work for what hopefully should be pretty obvious reasons. DC Comics. Oh, you know, here's the thing. I was never really super into comic books growing up. I don't know. I never really got into Marvel or DC or any of that kind of stuff. I was more into like watching like cartoons. I like Pokemon. I like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. Like those are the things I was into growing up. Digimon was another one. I loved Digimon. Digimon was cool. Whenever I see design errors and flaws, I just pick on both. And when you look away for a second, giving me to work on the factory and come back. Oh, I'm looking so forward. I know you've got a lot of really cool things waiting for me. The only ask that I have is make sure that like when you show them, don't just explain it to me. Make sure you're explaining it in a way like, as if like, well, okay, actually this is perfect because like I am brand new to it. So definitely like go through the whole thing. It's gonna be worth it because if anybody else is new to industry, like I can clip those and we can use those as like kind of like a teaching guide. Might be able to like cut together a video that kind of goes over the best tips, and then like I could just like preface it and be like, hey, I did a recent live stream with, you know, one of my friends and they gave me a lot of advice. So here you go. Here's a jump cut of all the advice that I got during the live stream. Enjoy, like and subscribe. I gotta keep saying that. I gotta get used to saying those two magic words, like and subscribe. Somebody told me the other day too that the subscription button lights up when I say subscribe. I didn't know that. I actually was paying attention to it, and like another YouTuber said, please subscribe. And I was like, oh, I see it. It glows. It glows. Oh, the delay. Yeah. So, with the delay and all of that stuff, so last night I got raided by a lot of transphobes. My entire chat was completely overrun. So I adjusted the settings last night because of that issue. And I could probably switch it back at this point, but like I wanted the delay because we needed time to clean out chat. it was getting rough. And then eventually I was just like, screw it. Subscribers all day, 30 minutes. That killed it once and for all. Oh, the entire chat was getting overrun by transphobes, and they were just being really weird. Like, honestly, like, I'm gonna assume they're bots. Honestly, I really think they're bots. I don't think that volume can come unless they really don't have anything better to do. And if you're like able to like get that many messages blasted out in my live stream chat, like, you really have nothing better to do with your time. Like, go learn how to draw or something. Like, go do something productive with your life. Stop being such a loser. Anyways, so it was annoying, but like once like the only problem is I was streaming with like another live streamer, and like we're in the middle of doing a trivia game, so I'm like trying to get the chat cleaned up at the same time while playing this game, like doing trivia. It's like it was a lot that went on, so I just like eventually I was like, screw this, like 30 minutes, bam, that's it, and that deaded it. But I haven't fixed it since then. Oh, hello, Escape. Welcome to the stream. I'll adjust as necessary too, so I'll get those settings switched back. Actually, let me see if I can do that now. Let me like turn the latency back down or something. Stream settings. Wait, why won't it let me do it? It's only letting me pick low latency. Wait, why can't I select a different latency? All right, I guess I'll have to do that for the next stream. But I can probably change the subscribers only mode to probably a less aggressive time limit. I'll drop it down to 1 minute again. I had it up to 30 last night because that was like basically the threshold. I don't think they were willing to wait 30 minutes to do that, so that's what ended up happening. All right, Shards, it was good to see you again. And Escape, don't worry about it. You don't have to ever worry about it. You get here when you get here. That's the time you arrive. You're not late. You arrive just on time. Imagine being transphobic for no. That's the thing too. Is like, really, like these people. Like, if they are real people and they're not bots, assuming they're not bots, right? This is what you do with your free time. This is what you're doing with your free time. You're so hateful and such a loser that you're gonna go and find a random trans girl on YouTube and try to pick on her. And it's like, it doesn't even matter to me because like, thankfully, like a good amount of my mods were there last night too. I didn't even have a chance to read the crap they were posting. Like, if you're asking me to like even cherry pick out like what they were saying, I don't remember a single thing they said. I just knew it was all transphobic. Like, I could see the keywords and I'd be like, yep, all right, time to get rid of all this. It was getting a little too spicy. And like, that's the thing too. I don't want to piss off the people that hang out here because this is the experience I want our chat to have, right? And it's gonna eventually, it's gonna get faster. It's gonna be heavier volume. At a certain point, it's gonna be harder for each one of you to like speak out to me individually, but I'll try to adjust and at least preserve like the quality of the chat. So at least like when it's going fast, it's still like, it's still good, right? It's still good. You're still getting your message out there. I haven't turned on slow mode yet. I might do that in the future just so that everybody gets a chance to like put their messages out and like nobody floods like the whole chat room up. For now, it's fine though. Like if people post 2, 3, 4 messages, I don't care. It's fine. But in the future, that I might adjust as needed. But like, that's the whole thing. I'll adjust as needed so that the chat experience is something that we all enjoy. Because I like chatting with you, right? Like, and I want to be able to read the messages. If you don't like the content, just leave. Don't be a bum. Well, that's the thing. They're hate watching, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for my numbers. Like, if we're being realistic about them hate watching me is not horrible. I just don't want them, like, spamming up my chat. So shadow banning them is the right move. And that's what I discussed this with my moderators, like, best practices last night. So I went over a standard operating procedure if they come in. So like none of my mods are obligated to moderate like my chat. I always told them this is a volunteer thing. If you happen to be like here, great, help me out. If not, I can handle it myself usually. But I did go over some SOP so that we can handle this better in the future. Sorry, that's like, I think that's like the military professional side of me coming out. You don't usually hear this, like, those words fall from my mouth. Transphobes tend to be the most miserable people around. It's like, who cares? Who cares what other people are doing? Like, why do you gotta care so much about, like, what other people are doing in their lives? Like, focus on your own. Oh, wait, you don't want to, because you're probably horrible, and your life sucks. Me, personally, I really couldn't care less, if you're phobic or racist. Just, don't go out of your way to interact with people you hate at that point. I mean, yeah. I would encourage them, though, to try to, like, address the root cause of it, but sometimes you can't save people, right? Like, every once in a while, you'll come across somebody and they see the error of their ways and they change, and that's good. That's good. It is worth it sometimes to reach a hand out and see if you can pull somebody over to the right side, but most of the time, it's too late. It's too late for them. The ship has sailed. Screw them. They're never gonna get fixed. You're not welcome here. You're not gonna, yeah. If you're a bigot or you're a transphobe, you're gonna get shadow banned. That's my policy. And then you can enjoy putting all of those wonderful comments all to yourself, because you're the only one who's gonna see them. I mean, they can still do it. That's the funny thing about it, too, is if you do get shadow banned, you still think you can type. But it doesn't show up in chat anymore. You still can leave a comment. See it anymore. I will never see you again. Ever. You are gone. As far as I'm concerned, you don't exist anymore. It's a great tool. Oh, and what's really nice, too, is if I snipe somebody by accident, like, let's say I got, like, Zookeeper by accident, I can go back and I can undo it, so I can unshadow ban them at my discretion. They don't have a life. Yeah, people who project their own failing onto others. It's a really good tool. It's something it's really powerful. A couple of my moderators were trying to, like, not get argumentative, but, like, we're trying to, like, kind of, like, almost, like, give a warning. And I'm like, for that, there is no warning. There is no warning. This isn't, like, them saying something kind of a little crappy off the cuff. If it's any way, like, being, like, overly, like, uncomfortably sexualizing me, or transphobic, or just bigotry in general, zero tolerance. We don't talk to them. We don't warn them. We don't say anything. Shadow ban. That's it. Shadow ban, and it's gone. And don't even worry about it. Don't think about it. Just click the button. Just click the button. Rip and tear. Rip and tear, girls. Get them. Mess them up. I love talking to those people as long as they're willing to have a respectful conversation about their beliefs. I always welcome friendly debates. For me personally, I just don't have the time in my life. I mean, between, like, all of this, like, I can't have that anxiety. I tune it out at this point, because it's just like, I've got the stress of, like, content creation and art and, like, all these other, like, pressures from, like, my health issues and stuff. Like, I don't have the mental health capacity to get into it with somebody like that anymore. I feel like it would just, like, bring me down. It might even make me angry. I don't want to be an angry person anymore. There's a time and a place for anger, but, like, I don't want to, like, get into positions where I feel angry about things if I can avoid it. I'd rather be peaceful and happy and cute and cheerful. I'm not cute. I'm not cute. That was an accident. I said that accidentally. But you know what I mean, though, right? Like, I also, like, that's why I love Sharky so much, because, like, on my social media account, I have, like, hard word blocks. So, like, I put in keywords, and if your post contains one of those words, I don't see it. It doesn't exist to me on my social media. It doesn't even come into my timeline. So you can post about all the stuff you want. I don't care. But I'm not participating. I don't even want to look at it. And that's why I love Sharky, because my timeline is curated very well. Make sure that I'm getting the best of what I want to see and filtering out the rest that I don't. I am cute! I'll never admit it. I would call you cute now? Oh my goodness. Oh no, it started again! That happened to me when Alright, so when my egg first cracked and I like made my like first social media account as Rain, I was trying to like hide, and I was like, I'm gonna be like a fly on the wall. I'm just gonna sneak in, right? Go unnoticed. Make like an intro post, just kind of say hi, you know, I'm Rain. Nice to meet you all. I'm new here, right? So one of the admins saw that like intro post and like quoted it and was like, hey girls, we've got a new egg, and she chucked that crap out on social media, and it got boosted, and it got boosted, and it got boosted, and I was like sitting there sweating bullets, panicking as like it keeps getting boosted, and more people are like, oh my god, welcome cutie, and I'm like, and like that started. That was like the second I said I'm not cute for the first time, I got dogpiled. I couldn't even keep up with the amount of people who were like trying to dissuade me of that fact. It was a good experience. It was a good experience, but I was like, oh my goodness, I really had planned to like just kind of make that account and just like kind of use it to like, I don't know what I was planning to do with it. I was just like, I don't even know what I was doing, honestly. I posted a few basic and easy to build schematics in the Discord. Demozan, if you're posting them and sharing is caring, why don't we get a thread going under all the fun stuff, and we get a proper Mindustry thread going for like schematics and advice? Because I am. Aw. All of you are cuties too. Feel like we have a cutie pie convention almost every day. Dissuade you of the fact. So you admit it's a fact? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Peru got me on technicality. Peru, I guess you are technically correct, which, as far as I'm aware, is the best kind of correct. Oh no! I really backed myself into a corner with that one. Oh goodness. Oh, a Discord server? You don't mind if I send it to a friend named Fried? Of course. No, go ahead. Oh, the Discord. Oh, yeah. My Discord link was broken. Hold on. Let me get invites. I have to update that. Hold on a second. 1 second. Invite people. I hate how I have to edit the invite link every single time. I should just write it down somewhere or something. Copy. There we go. Let me go ahead and pin this. I will get my website thing fixed at some point. For now, you can join the Discord this way, for anybody who's interested in Discord. I'm not Fry. But yeah, anybody's welcome in the Discord. Just make sure you follow the rules. That's the only way to get banned is in my Discord, so just make sure you read those over. If you follow the rules, we're good. And there's like a sharing is caring in there, so like if you're like got hobbies, projects, you make videos, whatever, I don't care. That's the space for everybody to like kind of share the things they work on. If you want me to see something, tag me, so I can see it. I definitely like to keep up on your projects, but if you don't care if I see it or not, you can just post it there. Other people will check it out too. It's actually very active. I'm really happy too, because I was a little worried. I was like, I hope this is active. I really want it to be like kind of like, I don't want the Discord to just be about me, right? Like I really want it to be a place where people like, kind of like almost like a Renaissance center, like where artists and musicians and other talented people come together and can share all the stuff they want to work on. And maybe even work together on stuff. We've already had like Dark Raven and a couple of other musicians work together on projects. We have had a couple of artists like make like graphics for like music videos for some of the musicians. It's so cool to see stuff like that. I don't know how to make a Discord account. It's all optional. You don't have to come to Discord if you don't want to. I don't blame you. I honestly, like, I kind of low-key hate Discord, but Welcome back, Betran. Good to have you back, my friend. But what if I'm not talented? I wasn't talented either. I'm still not talented. I don't think I'm talented at all. What talent? What talent? What talent do I have? I'm not an artist. I'm an enthusiastic doodler. Except, technically, I am a professional artist because I've sold art. So that technically makes me a professional. Because somebody commissioned me to make a custom drawing, and I drew it, and then they gave me money for it, and I took it. So that technically makes me a professional artist, but only on technicality. Rain, did you know that the T5 Specialist class unit, Toxopid, can solo every single T5? No, I was not aware of that. Actually, a lot of the late game units I would have no idea about. You're gonna have to go over all of that with me. The server I'm putting together right now for like no reason. You could drop it in like an invite link into the sharing is caring. That's the channel where all of that stuff goes. All of that stuff goes in sharing is caring. Feel free to do it. I don't care. My one ask is like don't overly tag me like on the same thing too many times. That like gets a little hard for me to like go through my notifications. But other than that, like definitely feel free to tag me in the Discord anytime. Not a problem. Greg, you're supposed to be on a 5 coffee limit, my friend. The last thing you need is a membership money to Nescafe. I swear your heart is gonna go off like a nuclear bomb one of these times, Craig. Also, welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're feeling better today. I do with the newest animation I'm currently working on. Not done yet, but it's getting somewhere. I'm really excited. I also was speaking to one of my friends, also a fellow artist. They know more about animating than I do. I expressed to them that I would like to start now learning how to animate, knowing that this is going to be a very difficult thing for me to learn. But I do want to be able to draw my own videos in the future. So not like Jaden animates, right? But like kind of that same idea in a sense, right? Like where I'm able, if I want to tell a story, I can draw the story enough where it's animated enough where it's fun and it's silly and it provides a visual like representation of like whatever I'm doing. Just need to learn. Like that's the thing. I just don't really know what I'm doing. Like everything I've ever done is static, or I've used like what do they call it? Interpolation for animating stuff. That's how like I kind of cheat to make things look animated. It's very time consuming, but it's fun. Well, the ones doing our promo in After Effects and not frame by frame. I've started cooking, and it's very fun and delicious, but scary. I remember when I first had to learn how to cook for the first time. My very first time that I had to cook breakfast by myself, I will never forget it because it was the worst breakfast of my entire life. I'd woken up early. This was when I first got divorced. This was a long time ago, by the way. Like, so I had a relationship at one point in my life. We ended that, right? And before, she was like kind of the cook of the family. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to cook. So for my very first breakfast, I did not put enough oil in the pan. I put 2 eggs, which immediately got glued to the surface of the pan, and I had to like scrape the eggs off of the burnt pan. And then I tried to toast. I don't know how I managed to burn my toast. So now I have like 2 scraped burnt eggs between 2 hideous slices of burnt toast. And it was the most sad breakfast I ever had. Now I would have thrown it away, but like that was like the last ingredients I had. So if I threw it away, I wouldn't have breakfast at all. So I just ate it in shame. I was like, wow. And then I committed to myself that I'm actually going to learn how to cook. And I'm glad I did because I can cook a lot of really fun things now. I've started cooking now and I want to do arson or something like that. Oh, hello, JB. Welcome to the stream. I know, isn't it so great? I'm so excited. My computer's running so slow, no offense. I think you could run faster than this thing. Oh my goodness, I love that. And don't worry, don't worry. I'm fine with those kind of jokes. I'm fine with that. If it's lighthearted and humorous, I'm very open to those kind of, like, to that kind of humor, especially if I know it's from good people in the community like yourself. That's totally fine. I actually love self-depreciating humor. Okay, not everybody likes it, right? But like, I've made jokes before where people are like, oh wow, your accident, oh my gosh, that's so horrible, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, well, at least I know I can take a full ram from a Dodge Ram. And like, they don't laugh, they just stare at me like like, I'm like, oh god, I'm trying to break the tension, I just made it worse. I mean, at least I know. At least I know. Facts are stubborn things, just like me. I'm a stubborn thing. I am definitely a very stubborn thing. I fell down the stairs and broke my femur. Oh no! Oh goodness! At least it's... No, the crutches suck, honestly. Crutches suck. Crutches suck. I had to use crutches to get up the stairs because I live on the 2nd floor. So obviously you can't, like, wheelchair yourself up to the 2nd floor. So I'd have to, like, lock my wheelchair up downstairs and then whip out the crutches at one point and, like, actually crutch my way by hopping up the stairs because of my hip. And I basically had to hold on to the banister and have a crutch under my arm and hop each step on my good foot. It was awful because each time I jumped, like, my entire body would shake and every bone would rattle. It was, ugh, hated it. Crutches are awful. Don't feel like that. Don't feel like that. Oh my, I love jokes like that though. It's funny though, isn't it? I'm glad you like it. I've said stuff like that. I'll be like, oh, don't mind me moving slow. I got creamed by a truck once. And then, like, people are like, Jesus, you're dark. And I'm like, yeah, kind of. That's why my hair's so black. But yeah, dark humor is my thing. I know you're new here. I played Needy Streamer Overload. Like, that's definitely, like, within my sense of humor. If you're familiar with that game, it's got a lot of dark humor in it. That's why I love it so much. I resonate with that game heavily. Warhammer 40k is a game where you are more scared at your rations than losing both of your legs. That comment bit me back. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Craig, I remember you making that comment too. Oh my goodness. Alright, everybody give Craig some love. They've been having a rough go of it recently. There you go. I'm putting lots of hearts in the chat for you, Craig. You've been a fun new member to my chat too. You've been here for a couple of weeks now, Craig. I gotta say, I really do like having you here. I'm glad you show up. Take care of yourself, my friend. I know. But take good care of yourself. You deserve it. You drink more coffee, they actually got, from what I don't know if they're, like, still fully joking about that or not, but, like, if they're being serious, they're on, like, a 5-cup limit now. They can't have more than 500 milligrams of caffeine. And then we did the math on it, and each cup of coffee is about 100 milligrams, so they're, like, limited to 5 cups. But we were figuring that out last night. Oh my gosh, Enscape, you sent another membership! Well, it looks like Lewis, one of the lurkers in the stream, you got a membership. So now, Lewis, you also get to use all my emojis if you want to, if that's something that interests you. I've got lots of them. Feel free to use them, unless it's like somebody randomly who wasn't watching. Apparently, like, also if they're... YouTube will do that, but like, there's lots of cool emojis you can pick from. And I'm gonna add more, I'm drawing more. So, feel free to... do it up. I gotta go downstairs. I forgot. Oh no. Oh, alright. Like, so, like, not downstairs, but like, when I was first hurt, because of how difficult it was to move from room to room, I would be so up. I would cry sometimes if I left some items in other rooms because I'd be so stressed out that I had to get back up again and get it. Like, you really don't realize, like, you don't, like, it doesn't seem like that would be like a huge setback to your day. But I can't tell you how many times, like, where, like, I've messed up something little like that, and it took me, like, 45 minutes of crying about it before I could, like, pull myself back together, and, like, it's fine, it's just your phone, just get back in the wheelchair, and you can go over and get it. It adorably steals all your emojis. I will be making new, so, like, the newest one I did was the rain with the little trans heart. It doesn't show up as well. I think it's because it's, like, it's grayscaled, but it's still cute. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to figure out how, like, to really do a good emoji. But I'll get some good stuff for us. You know, I had somebody try to hit me up on Discord the other day, and they're like, "Hey, you're a YouTuber. I'm an artist. I draw emojis. Would you like to buy emojis from me?" And I was like, "Oh, well, that's really cool. I'm an artist too." And they're like, "Oh, really? That's cool. Do you still want to buy emojis from me?" And I'm like, let me send you something. And I sent them a picture of, like, one of my emojis. Oh my gosh! Gombic, welcome to the membership. Oh my goodness, welcome to Droplet. Oh my gosh, there are so many members now. So I know I didn't get a chance to post about this. Did you know that we have over 50 channel members now? Over 50 channel members. 50 people between the gifts and between people just actually buying up the memberships. We have 50 people now who actually are channel members. This is mind-blowing to me. I never thought in a million years, like, when I set up all that channel membership stuff, I'm just like, I don't know if anybody's ever going to see the value in this. I'm really, oh my god. And it really does help. It really does. It helps me out so much. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. By the way, I do have a thank you card. I haven't pulled it up yet. It needs to be updated again because it's been just so rapid, like, everything going on. But I do have, like, this thank you card that I just updated, and now it's separated from, like, the Ko-Fi supporters, the YouTube members, the super chatters, the people who buy stuff from the store, the people who donate through Throne and buy me supplies for the stream. So anybody who participates in any of that, you get added to the card. I don't take your name off of it. Right? So, like, don't worry about any of that. Well, maybe for the memberships, because I get a report for that and I just update that. But any of that other stuff, don't worry about it. But yeah, just keep this going. It's great. And thank you again. Are you doing the butt slide thing? Because, like, I had to learn. I couldn't do that because obviously my hips were broken. So that was completely off the table. I couldn't do the butt slide down the stairs and up the stairs. Could not. I had to do the hop, because I obviously cannot be on, like, putting pressure on my hips. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't updated it since last night. I had to get some sleep last night, so I'll get that updated, though. Don't worry, everybody will be thanked properly. Yay, I see you using the emojis. There are other benefits to it, so I know that there isn't any scheduled videos on the channel right now. That's because I was dog sitting for 5 days, and then I also, like, kind of ran into a problem with one of my videos and I couldn't get it out on the channel. But when I do schedule content at least a week ahead of time before it hits the mainstream channel, all channel members, regardless of membership level, for YouTube Shorts or for videos, have access to any of the content that is about to get published on the channel. So you will get early access to that content about a week early. So if being the first commenter is important to you, well, there's your advantage. You get to be the very, very first, if that's, like, you know, that's something that's for you. You also can, like, use the emojis in the comments too on YouTube, if you're a channel member. And of course, you get the videos early. So as I do that, I will get them scheduled. I will make sure that everything's scheduled at least 5 days early for the YouTube members, so that they can get a chance to watch it first, and then it goes out mainstream. Don't jump it, Craig. Don't do that. Don't do anything too risky, my friend. Next month or two, I would join the Droplet. Aw, Ari, of course I would appreciate that, but I also know you're a student, so don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. You need to focus on your school. I want to make sure that you get well educated, my friend, because you're a smart kid. Going down the stairs is literally a pain in the ass. I used to make that same joke, Craig. Literally, I'd be up there, I'd be like, oh god, these stairs are such a pain in the ass. And then of course, like, everybody knew, like, I had broken hips, like, at my old job, and then be like, Oh, I've run into, like, those kind of issues before with, like, formatting. I gave up on it a long time ago. As an artist, I just stopped. I'm just like, I can't, like, I'm, like, OCD about stuff like that, too, but it's like, after learning how to draw, like, I learned to live with things the way they are. Like, if you go back to, like, my old drawings, you'll find mistakes on my drawings. I don't fix them anymore. I actually keep them there because I learned from them. I study my old drawings to see, like, how I made mistakes. It's kind of good to have those references. I know I hate myself if I go through it. Yeah, you're falling down a rabbit hole, and when you get to the bottom of that rabbit hole, you're just gonna be like, why did I do this? Why did I get into this? Why am I in this exercise of insanity right now? What are we doing here? What's the goal? Just to make my, like, weird brain, like, vibe correctly? You know, maybe I could just live with it. It's still hard to do that. Like, it's really hard for me to let it go. But I've gotten better at it. I've gotten way better at it. But that's also, too, like, when I say I hate my art, it's because I released it and I know there's mistakes on it that I just kind of can't live with, but, like, do. You know, dark humor worked and people laugh nervously. All right, maybe I'm firing on all cylinders then. Can I buy your house now before the value goes up? You can still live in it, of course. Ooh, you're doing the long game. You know, because Crack could use the money, I'm sure. I mean, we could all use some money, right? My goodness. Oh wow, we've been going for a while already. I can't believe it's already been 2 hours. I have an old GFX I made for a friend when I was like 13 or 14 that is so bad it's good. That's how my NeoCat numbers is. I think that, like, I didn't even intend to do that, but I think it fell into the category of it's so bad it's good. Because people will buy those t-shirts and stuff. Here, hold on, I'll get the picture so everybody can see it. Just a second. Just a moment. Where is it? Rain's drawing. All the way at the top, come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's here somewhere. That dopey looking thing. There it is. All right, let me get it loaded up in OBS. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Hold on. Wait. I gotta scale it down. There we go. The first not cute NeoCat. And look, here are my thoughts summarized perfectly on the front of the page. Maybe I should stick to anime. It was my 6th drawing and I tried to draw a NeoCat emoji. And it looked... To me, it looks hideous, but everybody who looks at this, they're like, oh my gosh, that is so adorable. He looks like he's had a rough go of it. And I'm like, you know what? He certainly has. He's been through the ringer with Rain. They are cute. I mean, a lot of people seem to really like it, and like I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't even texture the Neo cat. Like, look at it. It's just like a white like outline with like dad eyes. And I was trying to do like the light effect and stuff like that. I don't know. It looks like he's almost like about to cry, like he's pleading almost in a way, but like smiling. Like he looks like. Has anybody seen that like Rambo meme with like? You know who I'm talking about, right? Sylvester Stallone, and he's like got the 2 thumbs up and he's all beaten up, right? But he's like got his thumbs up and he's like trying to smile the best he can. I feel like it's kind of like that. That's the energy. It's the eyes. To be honest with you, like I thought the eyes were like one of the worst parts. I was like, oh God, oh God, what did I do? Just be careful, Crag. All right, use the banister and hop on your good leg, 1 step at a time. And if you have like a stick or a crutch, put that under your other arm. I learned that in physical therapy. That's the best. That's how I would get up and down the stairs before. I just hop on my good leg. And I would use the banister, the hand railing, to stabilize my approach going up the stairs. I'm glad you like it. I have a lot of art that's of equal quality that I also don't think is good. Here, speaking of eyes, here's another one where I feel like I screwed up so badly on it. Save. Let me pull it up in OBS. Browse. Felt so bad because my friend Lava Cat was like, will you draw my favorite character? And I was like, I could try. I don't know how to draw. And then I do this. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't ruin it. It's from a TV show called Holo Spice. I'm not familiar with it, but like I found a picture of it and I was like, I'll try. I've never been able to redo this drawing properly. Should try to redraw this. I've been drawing in a notebook for a bit. Would you recommend getting a drawing tablet? So I actually brought this up earlier on livestream, where I still actually do all of my drawings from like start to finish on paper. Still, I everything, even if I convert it over to digital art, I still draw on paper. Everything, every single outline that I do, every single piece of art starts with pencil, and it gets either transferred over to digital art or I finish it off with like graphite pencil or colored pencil or something like that. So, yes, but it kind of depends on your interest. If you are going to get one and you want a good cheap one to get started with, I can recommend a Huion. Ycoms are good, but they're a little bit more expensive. So if you're not sure, get a Huion, and then when you know for a fact you love it, then upgrade from there. And then that way, even if you end up not loving it, you're still spending about roughly $100 on a basic like drawing tablet instead of like $500, $600 on like this professional thing, which is going to be great, and which you should upgrade to at a certain point, which is something I would like to upgrade to at a certain point. But it's not a requirement. Like really, the best thing you could do, pencil, paper, I still believe in that. You're going to develop the best, like, kind of fine motor skills doing that way. But I'm biased because I love drawing on paper. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, neither do I. I spent all the money that got donated to me on a wheelchair, which was the right thing to do. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the wheelchair. Oh my gosh. I have to pinch myself and still. Like, I look at that, like, goal, and I'm like, I still can't believe we overshot it by 3%. My cat scratches me if I don't pet her. So when I was over at that, when I was over at their house dog sitting, they had a cat there too. And every time I went upstairs, that cat would harass me in, like, the cutest way possible. It would be all around my legs. It would be trying to get pets from me, and if I didn't pet it, it wouldn't scratch me or anything, but it would meow at me super loud. super loud. Like, excuse me, I need pets. You're ignoring me. I need love right now. She was sassy about it too. She's like, excuse me, you need to put your hand on top of this cat's head right now. Oh my god, it's just like me. I've gotten a drawing pen for my 2-in-1 notebook. Wait, 2-in-1 notebook? Oh, like, are you talking about like a laptop or something? Wait, I'm gonna need clarity on that statement. Sorry, that's me though. I'm probably just being confused. Same cats are so needy. I mean, streamers can be needy too. Hee. I'm sorry, I love Needy Streamer Overload. That's like my favorite game of all time. If I never played Needy Streamer Overload, I probably wouldn't have gotten back into YouTube. Honestly. If I never played that game, I would have just kept the channel abandoned. I resonated with that game so much. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do this. I can do this. If Ame can do it, I can do it too. And then I went back to my abandoned channel that's been dead for a year. And then I was like, well, let's see what happens. And here we are. Needy Streamer Overload. I've done so many. My very first, like, serious drawing was Ame. Hold on, I'll get the picture. It's really bad, though. It's really bad. It's a bad drawing, just so you know. This drawing sucks. But there she is. There's Ame. And that was drawing number 2. Notice how Ame's hair defies gravity on the left side. Just kind of doing whatever the hell it wants. Physics aren't real in this reality. It's okay, but like, I didn't have a pencil to draw with, so I was using permanent marker to draw. I probably should have done it with pencil, and it would have probably came out better, but I was trying. I didn't know what to do, and one of my friends was like, just do short, hairy lines. Start with the hair, and just see if you can pull it together, and this is what I came up with. And it took me probably about 30 minutes to draw this, maybe 45 minutes. It didn't really take me very long. I was like, oh wow, I'm done already. That's actually not too bad. Now it takes me hours and 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 hours to do a drawing. I thought I'd get faster at it. That's not true. That's definitely not true. Start with a helmet and God may have mercy. Oh geez, Hey, all right, so one thing I am a huge advocate for is helmet safety now. I'm glad you brought that up, Craig. One thing I want to mention, during my accident, I made a very, 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 very stupid mistake that morning. And that was the thing that almost cost me everything. I didn't wear a helmet. I did not wear a helmet. In fact, in one of my older videos, you can hear me saying that I was unsure if I could become an artist because I have shaky hands. And back then, I was a little bit more reluctant to talk about my disability and why my hands were shaky, but a good part of it is because I landed on the ground really hard and used my arms to protect my head because I wasn't wearing a helmet, and I got all sorts of screwed up. I had huge bruises all over my arms from rolling and protecting my head like that, and I'm glad there wasn't anything super serious wrong with me. So if you are doing an activity that requires a hard hat or a helmet, wear the damn thing. I don't care if it's uncomfortable or if it's ugly or if it makes it hot and sweaty. You don't know. I'll put it on before something bad happens. No, you won't know. You won't know. It'll take you completely by surprise and you won't know. And that's the whole point of wearing it. I am a huge advocate for helmet, especially for bicycle, motorcycle, and construction related activities. Put your hard hat on. I used to yell at the people at my old company. I'm like, this is a hard hat area. I don't care. I don't care. Put your hat on. I don't care if it's 90 degrees right now. Nobody needs to die. Yeah, you'd be shocked. And here's the thing. So like, it wasn't in the head, B-Tran, but at my old company, somebody by accident, just completely by accident, they didn't even know, a screwdriver fell out of their tool belt without them even knowing about it. It bounced off the pavement and it hit somebody in the eye and they were out of work for 2 weeks. And it was a minor injury, but it's still an injury and nobody saw that coming. Nobody in that situation knew that was going to happen. Not even the person who got poked in the eye. Not the person on the roof. Not even the tool probably. The tool probably had no idea where it was going. And that's the thing. That's the whole point of having goggles on and wearing your hard hats and stuff like that. This is important stuff. This is very important. Yes, safety glasses. I'm a big safety advocate. So I'm a big proponent of insulated tools when working in any type of environment that has any kind of electrical conductors. Use insulated tools. Insulated screwdriver, gonna be one of your best friends. If you're working in an electrical environment, get hot gloves, especially if you're working in something like a main service panel and you're doing anything like breaker swaps. Hot gloves are a great way to mitigate the risk of getting accidentally electrocuted. Make sure your hot gloves are good though, and you take good care of them, because if there's a hole in the hot glove, you're gonna want to throw it out. Even if it's like a pin size hole, it's ruined. They have to be free of any blemishes or any damage. So make sure you're inspecting your hot gloves if you do use hot gloves. Inspect them regularly, inspect them daily. Keep a checklist of like a safety checklist. I know that's boring and stupid, but keep a safety checklist. Checklists keep you accountable. And not only do checklists keep you accountable, but keep yourself accountable by performing the checklist with your second in command. So whoever is the second leader on that construction crew, make sure that you bounce that checklist off of them, and they're the ones who are confirming the checklist, not you checking off the checklist. Don't have you check off the checklist, read off the item, and have the second person say, yep, we got it. That's trust but verified right there. I am sorry, like that's me getting into like my safety briefings. Sorry, I used to be really big on safety for obvious reasons. Oh, hello, Red Snake, welcome. My favorite webcomic just released a plush for the second time this year. And I don't have the money, but that won't stop me. It's worth saving up for. I had to save up for my plushie, so I have a Ame-chan plushie from the game Needy Streamer Overload. She was expensive. She's my most expensive plushie. It took me a while to save up for her, but I got her for my birthday. It was worth it. Totally worth it. Totally worth saving for. I've not even seen a non-insulated screwdriver. You'd be shocked. Get it? That's a double pun. A checklist? Oh, V-Tran, I like that. I hope you still are for obvious reasons. I could probably ask my dad with years and years and years of a construction experience about that. Yeah, I mean, I can't even begin. So here's the thing, like, as soon as that my NDA expires with my old company, I'm gonna be making content about some of the crazy stuff that I have either had to deal with or have seen with my own two eyes that are just ridiculous stories. But the problem is I signed an NDA, and I don't want to get in trouble, but there's a time limit on that. So at some point when I can make those stories, I thought they would be fun, like YouTube shorts. And they also serve as like a safety warning to people. So it's not only a fun story, but there's like a purpose to it because it's safety related. Because one of my, like a couple of my old coworkers, found my channel at one point. I don't know if they still follow up on it. They have to, if they are, they definitely know I'm trans now. So, hi, I'm transgender now. Hi. They didn't know me as, they've never known me as Rain. They didn't even know Rain exists. They have no idea. I love your shorts. I'm trying to get better at them. I need to work on them over the weekend. I'm gonna try to do more of them. I've been kind of slacking, but Visual Dosage, who was here earlier, gave me some really good advice. I released 2 shorts earlier this week. They did way better than any of my recent shorts. Like one of them got like almost 2,000 views. The other one got like almost 1,000. So I was like, okay, all right, there's something to this. There's something to this. Maybe I was just doing it wrong. I'll be leaving again soon. I'll be back in about 30 to 40 minutes. Well, if I don't get a chance to see you again, I hope you have a lovely day, Shards. It's always fun having all of you here. They find out by your cartoon girl character? I know, right? I wonder what they would think. Well, they're all pretty awesome, progressive people. We had transgender people in our company before. A transgender, my transgender coworker is the one who gave me the flag that I hang on my wall. She gave me my very first trans pride flag. And she wrote, "You are loved" on the inside of it. It's so adorable. And I also have a note from her, because I'd left some of my drawings behind at work, and they were just printed out like copies, so they weren't important, but I guess she didn't know that. So she went and she laminated all the drawings that I left on my desk. Oh, well, they weren't on my desk, they were hung up on my wall. And then she wrote me a note, and it says, "I'll always remember your first words to me at this company, warm and welcoming. You were so proud to have someone representing the LGBTQIA+ community. Thank you. Please keep drawing." And I got a package mailed to me with all my drawings and stuff in it. And I just thought that was really lovely. So I keep that, even though like those are my drawings. And the thing is too, she definitely knows I'm trans now because she wrote it on, I have an anime self-reference. It's the only drawing I've ever done of myself as cisgender, and I'm frowning. And even my coworkers were like, "Why are you frowning? You don't frown. You're always smiling." It's because I'm fake smiling at them. That's because I'm there. They're like, "But we never see you frown." I'm like, "Yeah, you know, that's how I wanted to draw myself." Oh, jeez. All right, hold on. I'll get the picture so you can all see it. It's like I drew hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of girls, and the only drawing of me I've ever done, I'm frowning and I look pissed off. And then also, I left a little hint on that drawing too. I like to leave things in my art that people may not have picked up on initially. At that time, they definitely didn't know what RNG meant, but the R in RNG is rain. I was thinking about this for a while. It's been on my mind for longer than probably people realize, and they just never saw it, or they saw it and didn't know what it was. Oh yeah, I can't stand photos and drawings of me. Yeah, this is hard to look at a little bit, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I've come far long enough where I can, well, hello, baby angel. Thank you for the subscription. I've come far long enough where I'm just like, you know, I'm okay with this now. I accept it. That chapter is closed on my life. I'm who I am now. But To forget that it existed would be wrong, too. Because how would I learn the lessons? What would I take away from it, you know? It looks good, but sad. Yeah. It's very reflective of how I felt at the time. Let's put a more happy picture back up. I'll find a cute drawing for us to look at. Hold on. Let's find something more cheerful. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. This'll be a fun one. Everybody will love this. Hold on. Wait, wait, wait. How about Angel? Got this from a YouTube short I watched, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so adorable. I want to draw that. So I referenced that scene from the YouTube short. I had to pause the damn thing and get a screenshot of it so that I could actually like reference it properly, because I couldn't, it would move so freaking fast I couldn't like actually see what was going on. I also really like that I put the words in the center with her hands. It's like, I feel like that, like, this is one of those few digital art ones that I did where everything kind of like fell into place. I also showed this to my trans coworker, and I was like, hey, I put something in this drawing, can you figure it out? And she was looking at it and she's like, well, it's a cat girl. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Well, lots of cat girls in the trans community. So well, that's one, but that's not what I hid. And she's like, I don't see it. And I'm like, okay, all right, maybe it's a little subtle, but blue, pink, white, pink, blue. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, how did I not see that? I'm like, was it the song thing on the short? Yeah, it has one of the songs from the game in it. I mean, that is in the game too, so that is actually how it's coordinated, but I wanted to point it out to her because I was like, you know, it's a pride thing. Definitely wanted to make sure that it was in that order. Eyebrows and hair. I tried to do the best I can with it. It was hard. Also, the shading on this sucks. Now that I'm looking at it, like the face I did okay with, but like, what was I thinking with the arms and the body? This is awful. Oh gosh, that is terrible. Actually, like the right side of the face with the cheek too is not great. Actually, the more I look at this, the more I'm starting to see mistakes. Hold on. Yeah, what was I thinking here? Like this spot right here. And then look at the shading on the arms. This doesn't really make sense. Where's the shading on like the opposing parts of the arm? What did the, like, is she like getting hit with like some weird beam of light? Yeah, there's definitely issues with this. And let's not even talk about the elbows. The elbows are awful. Give me 1 second. I just gotta grab some water. I just caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I was like, oh wow, my hair is not absolutely disgusting today. Hey, I look actually kind of girly. My hair's almost getting there. I can't wait. I needed like a couple more inches before I'm like really starting to be satisfied. I can't even put it in a ponytail properly right now. What to see? My second mask I made. It's the ugliest thing. I didn't know what I was doing at all. I mean, we saw some of my drawings before, but that's how you learn though. Like, that's how you, like, as an artist, you've really got to spend time with your tools. And like, that's the thing that like, I think like even myself and like other beginners don't really understand is like that pencil or the thing that you're like crafting with is a tool. Everything you're using is a tool. Even that piece of paper is part of the tool set that you're using. And you have to get used to that. You have to get used to the way the paper feels. You have to get used to the way the pencil feels, right? Like there are like parts of this that like, that's why like a lot of like people that are like kind of intermediary or like actual professionals and stuff, they'll be like, yeah, just kind of go by the feeling of it, right? It's because they have those motor skills practiced so well, they can literally feel out what they're doing, either emotionally, mentally, or physically. Oh, my hair is an absolute mess. I do want to have, I do want to try to get hair similar to like the hairstyle that I have on my avatar. Obviously, IRL, it's never really going to look like that, but I would like to get something where I kind of have the split in the center, and some bangs down the side, and I would like to have like hair that goes down at least to the middle of my back. Maybe a little shorter than what you see on my avatar here, but like, yeah, I'd be cool with that. That would be great. I would love to have hair like that. I want to be able to put in pigtail sometimes, or a ponytail, or a braid. Ooh, a braid would be fun. I've never braided my hair before. Well, I've never had long hair before. Like, before all of this, I used to shave my head all the time, so. Religiously, too. Religiously. I've started doing a lot of self-reflecting, too. Recently on, like, my childhood and some of the things I had to deal with. And I think the more I think about it and the more, like, I kind of reflect on the things that happened, it, like, kind of explains my path in life and how I ended up getting to where I am today. It didn't make sense at first, but like the more I sit with it, the more like comfortable I get becoming the girl I've always probably should have been, the more it's starting to kind of like I'm gaining additional clarity on it, and I'm okay with it. Because before I used to just hate it and I'd just be like, you're just awful, right? It's just bad. It's just bad. It's like, that was bad. You're bad. You're a bad person. It's like, no, well, you know, you're not a bad person. You're just confused and angry and kind of hurt and like, you know, confused, really confused. And yeah, like, not saying like my actions were always a good thing, right? But like, the more I think about it, the more I reflect upon it, like, the more it all kind of falls into place. I got a little haircut. My dad, that's the thing too, like, because like sometimes they just trim off the dead ends and it's like, oh, got your haircut, and you're like, what? Wait, did we do anything? I basically got that hair right now, just not very long. All right, I mean, I would love that, honestly. That's what I'm going for, and I just know I have to wait like another 6 months, honestly. It's just gonna take another 6 months before it's like really where I can really start messing with it and styling it and stuff. I just have to be patient. Rain, I was able to post the Iron Vanguard entry video. Also, I got rid of the music because of copyright. Oh, good looking out on that, actually. Thank you for bringing that up. Especially anytime, like, yeah, I don't like to get copyright hit on anything. Don't ask questions you aren't ready for the answer for. Definitely wasn't ready to address a lot of things. Didn't even know my egg was gonna crack, to be honest with you. Like, I've been thinking about it. Like, it's always been a question on my mind for probably, I want to say at least 4 to 5 months before I actually came out. Like, maybe longer, maybe 5 months. But it's been on my mind for a little bit. But like, that's only because I got invited to the trans community. Before that, like, before I did the Sharky video, I was just like kind of like floating along and like didn't really have like anywhere to be. And after I did the Sharky video, like, you know, obviously the trans community was like, okay, you're super cool, you can come hang out with us. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I like hanging out with all of you. You're all really cool. I'll come hang out. And yeah, that's kind of like, and then when I got there, right, I started like hanging out, and my timeline's, you know, full of all of these like these awesome memes, and you know, of course, you know, the trans girls and the gay community, they all post their different memes, and started like reading these trans memes, and I'm like, oh, these are really funny and relatable. And I'm like, wait, what? Is this so relatable? Has anybody seen that meme? Because I also saw that. I'm like, oh god, they even have a meme that is relatable to me, like finding these memes relatable. Like, there's so many layers to this onion. It wasn't something that, like, it was immediate, obviously, and I'm like, yeah, that's actually, yeah, I felt like that before. Huh. And then, like, also my perspective before, too, is like, wow, all of these people are so brave and so strong. I wish I could be, like, happy, too. Too bad I don't get to do that. Like, my own perspective was so depressing. I'm like, well, I guess some people just die unhappy. That's like where I resigned myself to in my life. Well, I'm so glad all of these people can be brave and strong and pursue their dreams. Guess not me. I don't know, I self-excluded myself. It wasn't like anybody did that. I was doing it to myself. For some reason, I wasn't valid. I wasn't allowed to have those things. Rain, what's your favorite cereal? Oh, ooh, Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran. I like Raisin Bran. I'm boring. And cornflakes. And Wheaties. I know, I'm boring. Everybody's gonna hate those answers. Everybody's gonna hate that! They're gonna be like, where's the Trix? Where's the Fruity Pebbles? Where's the Cocoa Pebbles? Sorry, those were my favorites. Weetabix! I like Weetabix too. Yummy. Unfollowed? Oh no. Unfollow, unsubscribe, blocked. And reported. That joke, each of the layers of onions are good at flavoring eggs. That's true. That is true, Karoo. Oh, that works. That is true, Karoo. That's a catchphrase for you now. Just enlisted at retirement home foods. Oh my goodness. I put the mask in Discord. Okay, all right. Hold on. Wait, let me, are you okay if I pull it up on stream? Is that okay, Escape? I'm gonna get confirmation from Escape that they're cool with that, and I will do it. I don't think it's ugly. I don't think it's ugly. I don't think it's ugly. I'm looking at it now. I don't think it's ugly. It's okay? Alright. Give me just a second. There we go. I don't think it's ugly. I think that looks great. I wouldn't be able to put a mask together like that. I actually like the edges on it, on the forehead. I feel like that adds a lot of detail. Like if you didn't put those ridges there, the mask would lose a lot of the same depth and character that it has. I also like how you exaggerated the eyebrows over the top of it. And I also like that you added on the left side here of this, like these, like underneath of it, like there's like this subtle bone that kind of sticks out. It gives it a very, it's not uncanny, but it, like you can tell, oh God, I actually really like this. I think this is good. Is this like a Mardi Gras thing? Just out of curiosity. I really like the nose too. But the eyebrows for me and like that, like the ridges and stuff like that, to me, like are the thing that I really like jumps out to me about it. The chin is cool too. Now that I'm looking at the bottom, like the chin being slightly off, but I like that you put the cleft chin in. It's like, what's really good about this is that the right amount of exaggeration has been added. The mask scares me. Aw, I'm sorry. Don't worry. I mean, like, but that also means that they did a good job because it's giving you that emotion. I think it's good though. I like it. I think you did a great job on it, Escape. Go. I'm sorry, Escape. I keep doing that where I just like read stuff randomly. Oh, hey, here's another one of the drawings I had. Hold on, wait. Let me find something that I got recently. Where is it? Oh, crap. Where is it? I can't find it now. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We're putting Sharky back up. Hi, Sharky. You know what? She could stand. What? She's taller than I am. So let me scale her to my size. Is that about it? Yeah. We're hanging out with Sharky today. I like having her on screen. She's cute. Oh, hello, Salskin. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Make her stand on your head? Okay. See that? Is this like the shoe on head? For verification? Does anybody remember that? Like, that's probably too old for a lot of people on the internet. There we go. You can just hang out up there. He's a little small, but that's okay. I should do reactions to safety fails. So I was actually thinking about, so I fell down, like, obviously, like, I wasn't able to stream for the past 5 days, right? Because of, like, I had to go dog sitting, and then, like, I thought my laptop was broken. It was just the travel charger was broken, so I just couldn't recharge my laptop. That's the only thing that was wrong with it. Yeah, no, she doesn't have shoes. She's a shark girl. What does she need shoes for? Oh, yeah, so I fell down this rabbit hole of pilot debriefing videos, and I've been watching them obsessively for, like, the past, like, 7 days nonstop. That's, like, the only thing I've been consuming on YouTube is, like, these, like, debriefings about, like, near misses, disasters, crashes into mountains. I've been listening to, like, the audio recordings inside of the cockpit and, like, you know, I used to really, there was, like, when I joined the military, I wanted to be an aircraft mechanic, and I forgot how much I love airplanes, so, like, I got really obsessed with it, to the point where, like, I fell asleep watching one of those, like, crash debriefing videos, and I had a dream where I was flying a Cessna airplane, like, one of those single prop airplanes, the little tiny ones, right, and then I crashed it into the side of a mountain. So I was like, okay, maybe I need a break from, like, pilot debriefing videos. But what I wanted to do is there was a couple of them, and I don't want to do the same kind of, like, video that they did because I'm not a pilot, right? But what I wanted to do was kind of react to the situation because I'm shocked that this happened at all anyways. So I'm gonna basically go, hey, I found this video from this YouTuber. They gave me the idea. They have a great, like, breakdown, like a technical breakdown of, like, what happened here. But if you want just, like, the blow by blow of the story, I'm just gonna cover the story aspect of it and give my reaction to that because it's absolutely insane how these two pilots ended up inverted, like, 10 feet from the runway. It was sheer stupidity, incompetence. I've never seen anybody fall so far behind an aircraft in my entire life. It's definitely worth speaking about because, like, anybody who has ever considered flying at all, even recreationally, to just be aware that falling behind an aircraft is a real thing, and you really should be paying attention to a couple of key factors if you're up in the sky, you know? Anyways, like, this story is so insane too. Like, when we get to the end of it, you're gonna even be shocked, like, about, like, some of the details that we'll discuss in that video. I wanted to make masks during Corona, and I tried making monster versions of myself to overemphasize parts of me I don't like. I mean, I know a couple of other sculptors who do similar things. There was a sculpture that was being sold recently by an artist who, like, did one of his brother, and, like, I looked at that sculpture and I was like, did he hate his brother? Because this looks... It looks good, right? Objectively, but, like, the way it looks like a caricature of their brother. Like, if I was the brother, I'd be like, do you hate me? Hey, thanks for the gift, but, like, what are you trying to tell me here? I think I'll just start remaking old drawings. It's becoming fun looking through my old wacky ideas. Greg, feel free to post your drawings if you're in my Discord. I want to see them. But yeah, if you all want to see stuff like that, I was thinking about doing it. I mean, who cares, right? Like, at this point, like, I just want to make content that I think is going to be fun for all of us to enjoy. It doesn't always have to fall 100% in line with, like, the main topics of this channel. Like, if I just really like something, I'm gonna just make a video about it from now on, just because I'm passionate about the topic. Instead of just, like, kind of going, oh, well, you know, that doesn't really fit what I normally do. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna make things I like. That's why we're having these chatting live streams now, and we're only playing games that I think are fun. I lost my only decent drawing to my dog. Oh no, but this is why also, like, I really emphasize the importance of, as soon as you're done with your work, get a picture of it. Like, I'm not even joking. The second you are finished and you know you're done, take a picture. Take a picture, put it in a scan bed, something. Get a copy. Get some kind of copy of it. Even if it's an ugly picture of it, just get some kind of reference that you did it before it gets messed up. I've even, I don't know if Karoo is still here. I've asked Karoo if they would even be willing to take a backup copy of all of my drawings. I can't get it, like, compressed enough to a reasonable degree for them to hold on to it. But, like, I am trying to find, like, backups to my backups to my backups to my backups to my backups. Also, like, I also feel like if anything ever, and I know this is me being a little bit grim, but, like, I also lived through this. I'm also the person who, like, you know, like, when they say, oh, you know, like, you could just wake up one morning and get hit by a car. I mean, that's pretty much what happened to me. I woke up one morning, got on my bicycle, and I got run over by a truck at 6 in the morning. Like, a few, like, not even like a full mile away from my house. So yeah, it really can happen. So I also kind of, if anything like that ever happens again, having a full archive of my art available in other people's hands means that if I don't have the means to publish that, well, somebody has already got a copy, and if they were motivated enough, they could take care of it for me on my behalf. I'm just trying to think long term. And I know that's a little grim, but yeah, facts are stubborn things, and I've lived through it. I know how real it can be, so I like to be prepared. That's why I don't even trust my backup drives. So there's a backup of my drawings in Discord. There's a backup of drawings on Ko-Fi. I have 2 hard drives that have a copy each of all of my drawings. And then, as a final failsafe, I'm trying to give archives of my artwork as, like, every once in a while to people who are willing to hold on to them and store them as well. And then that way, there's no chance that I won't have a copy of my art somewhere in somebody's hands. Like, that's the only way you could defeat that issue, is just redundancy. Over redundancy, like to a ridiculous degree. Not every single version of that file is going to get deleted. Is Dropbox and OneDrive, I don't trust them because they've nuked their cloud storage in the past. So I would, but I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust Dropbox, or because like the cloud is not a cloud, it's somebody's server. And if I'm gonna go that approach anyways, like, yes, it's less convenient to extract the data, but I don't need to extract it. I just need somebody to hold a copy of it. So like, that would work if like I was like out and about. Like, that would be a great like intermediary solution, like especially if I'm working in 2 different locations and I need to transfer like the art between places conveniently. That would work, but I wouldn't use it as a backup solution because I don't trust them to respect the integrity of that data at all. That's a lot of eggs to put into one basket. Mainly use Dropbox to sync. So they have an open source thing. I don't want Dropbox or like any Google or any of that other stuff on my computer. So there is a program I'm setting up. I haven't fully set this up yet, but there's a thing called SyncThing. I'm going to be doing a video on SyncThing. It is basically, you can make your own cloud at home with free and open source software. It takes a good amount of configuring, but once you've got it set up, you can basically do the same thing and you don't have to have any third party involved. But you have to use all your own hardware. That's the drawback to it, but it works really good. Rain, why the eye patch on the VTuber? To represent my military service. I am a military veteran. And to clarify, not a combat veteran. I am a Marine Corps military veteran. I did serve in the military. I was a M1A1 Abrams tank mechanic. I like to work on turbine engines. Well, I did. I don't like working on turbine engines anymore. All right, Zookeeper, it was so good to have you here. I hope you had a good time, my friend, and I hope to see you again soon. I probably should wrap this up in like another 30 minutes or so. We've already been going for like almost 3 hours now. And I still have to get the schedule for next week, and I gotta start finishing up videos that I should have been working on for the past 5 days. What a mess. What a mess I'm in right now. I am so far behind on my content. I don't have any YouTube shorts ready. I haven't worked on any of my drawings. Like, oh gosh. My mods are happy though, because they're like, Rain, you really need to take time off. And I'm like, I don't like doing that. I'd like to work. And they're like, yeah, but we think you should take a couple days off. I'm like, all right, well, you know, I'll think about it. And I brought all my work stuff with me. And then of course my laptop didn't work. And I'm like, well, I guess you all got what you wanted. Hope you're happy. WTF lore drop? I want to know more about that. I can talk more about it. So actually in last night's chatting live stream, I had Ava Chan on. She is a Navy veteran. So we were kind of going through a bunch of like little stories through like basic training and stuff. But yeah, I'd love to tell you all about it. What would you like to know? Ask away. If I'm comfortable speaking about it, I will discuss it. Your stream is one of the few places I feel at home and not stressed out. You're good. Aw, Escape. I love having you here. You're like one of my favorites. I've had a couple of like really awesome new faces that I've seen around here. Charlie is also another one. Like I never expected to find so many awesome, wonderful people. And like honestly, like when one of my motivations for like first streaming was like I was lonely. I didn't have any like, well, I had friends, right? But like I wasn't in a good place in my life when I got hurt, and like I didn't really have anybody to talk to. And like being in traction and not having anybody to text or talk to or spend time with kind of sucks. And I was really lonely and sad all the time and miserable. And I was like, I'm never gonna allow myself to be in a position like this again. I want friends. So like that one of the biggest benefits of doing all of this is all of the wonderful and amazing people I've met. They've changed, all of you have changed my life in so many various different ways. I can't even like articulate properly the impact you've all had. And you don't even realize you're having the impact, right? It's subtle. People are like, oh, I've never done anything with my life. You don't know what you, like, you don't know the subtle things that you did one day that changed somebody's like trajectory in their entire life. And it doesn't seem like that in the moment, but you never know. If you weren't there, maybe they wouldn't do the thing they did next. Oh, that's cute. I love to be your, I'm gonna try to say that, Freuden? I apologize if I butchered the German words. I feel at home when it's a quiet, dark corner. I never know if I'm doing good or bad at peopling. Oh gosh, I resonate with that so much. I have like a lot of self-criticisms about like my social interactions. It's something that I've gotten better with doing live streaming and stuff, but you know, I always question whether or not I'm talking to people in the right way, or if I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm still bad at peopling with people. Rain, you've averaged 15 viewers the whole stream, 15 friends. Don't worry, you're good. Aw. Actually, I don't really pay attention to my stream numbers. So like, this is actually like news to me. I turned it off. I stopped looking at it a long time ago. And the reason why, hold on, wait, I've brought this up on stream before. Let me get the picture. I've evidence for this. There's a story behind this. Where is it? Where's my screenshot? I hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. Down on the bottom. Where is it? There it is. 1 second. Save. Save. Okay. Let me get it on screen. Okay. Yep. Oh, whoa, it's tiny. It's really tiny. Well, bam. So this is way back when I first started up the channel again. And I did the entire live stream. Nobody watched it. I'm the only person who hit the like button. It got no views, no average view duration, no peak current viewers, and it was streamed a day and an hour ago. So it's been 24 hours and still nobody has clicked to watch this video. And I posted about this and I was so sad. And I was like, I want to give up. Nobody's ever going to watch me. Like, what the hell am I even doing? Like, this is bad. This is really bad, right? And one of my friends, they're like, well, who cares? Who cares if anybody watches, right? Like, are you having fun? And I'm like, well, I like playing it. I like doing this. And they're like, so just stop looking at the numbers and just play the game and just talk to the people that when they do show up, and maybe just kind of narrate what you're doing and just have a good time. And that's what I started doing. And then, you know, Dark Raven showed up, and then a few other people started showing up. And then there was like, it just kind of like snowballed from there, like over time. But like, I was so demotivated by this because like, even on some of my other streams, I get like maybe a handful of views, but like this one was like the one where it's like, oh God, everybody must hate me. I've fallen off already. Like, what was the point of even coming back? So when I say how much I appreciate all of you, I really hope this screenshot summarizes that and reflects it perfectly, because I've been through it. I've spent the several hours alone and not had the views and not had the comments and not had the people interact. And it sucks. But that's also why I started turning the numbers off, so it doesn't distract me. I'm not doing it for that reason anymore. Don't worry, I'll make sure to still avoid touching that video. I think it actually has a decent amount of views on it now. Hold on, what is it? It's entering the golden age, question mark? Let me look that video up on my studio. Where is it set in now? Entering The golden age. How many views does it have? It has, drum roll please. Hold on. Analytics. Okay, hey, guess what? It does have views on it. It's not at all a popular video, but it does have views on it. Hold on a second. I don't care if you see that I've earned a whole 12 sets on this video. It got 273 views, a total of 51 hours of watch time. Over time. Still not something great on the channel, but hey, somebody watched it within the last 48 hours, so hey, that's a win. But yeah, when I did it though, this is how it looked to me. Perspective and time are really important factors to keep in mind. In the words of Goku Abridged, if you fall off the horse and you get back up and eat the horse. Oh my god, I love DBZ Abridged. That is one of my favorite YouTube series. For real though, you will sometimes zero. It's normal. Sometimes people just, yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I just didn't realize that at first because I was so new to live streaming and I was so like narrowly focused on getting numbers and getting like interaction that I was getting blind to like the actual content and having fun and having a good time, because that's what people really come here for. They come here because it's fun, it's interesting, it's entertaining, or they feel safe, or they just feel comfortable, or they like the music, the vibe is correct, right? Like that's like what I should go for. That's what every YouTuber should go for. Like, you shouldn't care as much about the views, because they'll come. People will come if you are who you are. Like, not everybody's gonna like you, right? But I'm finding out that a good amount of people like me, and well, that's really surprising to me, and I'm really glad you're all here. I really can't, like, I mean, I can't articulate enough, like, how appreciative I am for how much I've grown since then. Let's get Sharky back. Sharky, go. Where's Sharky? Oh, there she is. Hi. Oh, hello, Snack. Welcome. Snack was there last night when it was going off in chat during the first live stream. I was talking about it earlier. I subbed and you're so nice to listen to. Aw, baby angel. Is it okay if I call you baby angel? Is that all right? Hope you don't mind. I love your name. I love angels. I have an angel tattoo over my heart. There's some more rain lower for you. I have tattoos. By the way, you should give Sharky a try. If anybody doesn't know, the social media platform I use is called transfem.social. It is powered by the software called Sharky. I have made several videos on this channel discussing Sharky. They need to be remade. They need to be updated. They are a year old, and I was still cisgender when I made those videos, so yeah, if you did watch them, a lot's changed about my content creation process. Honestly, the freaking music was way too loud. I had the music blaring in that video, and like that's the most obnoxious part of it. That needs to be like toned way the hell down. But like, I never did a video essay thing like that about like, and I had to interview people, so I interviewed like the people who worked on it and developed it. Like, it was so cool. I really loved it. I felt like a reporter. I was so nervous when I got into the group call on Discord that I knocked over a cup of water on my desk, and I was trying to desperately clean it up without sounding weird, or like that I just knocked over a giant cup of water all over my lap. And I'm just like, so, how's everybody doing? Aw, okay, well thank you, baby angel. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I saw you subscribe earlier, but you know, I always figured some people just like to be shy and lurk, you know? There's nothing wrong with lurking. I lurk in a lot of people's live streams. I never say anything. Sometimes I'll just go in, especially if they're a small content creator. Sometimes I'll chat with them if their chat's not, like, if there's nobody, like, literally nobody in their chat, I'll start chatting with them. But if their chat's going and stuff like that, I just like to lurk, sometimes watch. I'll hit the like button. Sometimes I'll subscribe to them and, you know, I'm just kind of there in the background to be supportive. I've also had it once too, like where I've got into like somebody's live stream and then they realized I was like way bigger of a channel than them, and I think it like threw off the vibe of their stream. But like, kind of want to be careful with that because they only had like 25 subscribers and I was watching their content, and they're like, "What the hell? You've got over 1,000 subs?" And I'm like, yeah, it took a while. Don't worry about that though. I'm here to watch your YouTube content. We don't have to worry about what I make on YouTube. This is the you show right now. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just here to watch. You sounded weird. They heard everything. They judged you. You were right to be scared. Wahahaha. Rain is beautiful. Aw, Ari, that's so sweet. I'm just here to head pats. Peru's evil master plan is to give head pats to everyone around the world. She is actually evil. She gains her powers by being cute and giving head pats. Be careful. Her sinister plan is to clone herself so that she can continue her power grab of head pat technology and magic or something. I don't know. I'm going off the rails now. I went a little too far with that. I should have stopped the sentence earlier. I can only improv to a certain degree, and then like it starts getting a little weird. I'm only pretending to be. You are definitely cute. You are. Don't deny it. Everybody call Karu a cutie, and give Karu some love. Give Karu some head pats for once. If you can, give Karu head pats. Turn the tables on Karu. Just call Karu Herda instead. Karu sends me drawings all the time. They're adorable. I don't think I've ever referenced one of them, but like they are inspiring. Like some of the drawings that they send me really do inspire me for my own artwork. Yes, you did. Ari super chatted last night. I haven't updated the card yet, but I will. Don't worry. Actually, you know what? I'll update yours right now since you're in the chat. So let me just go ahead and do that. Where is it? It is it's under thank you, and it is under super chats. And then I am going to add Ari boy. And then, hold on, let me get Sharky off the screen. And let me put up the thank you real quick so you can see it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it? There it is. There you go, Ari. I know more about the Philippines. I'm pretty sure those were Filipino pesos. Was I wrong there? You can correct me if I was wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but you know, in the heat of the moment, I can make mistakes. Rain, no, I don't do the pats. I only receive them. Okay. You know, you and Karu might get along really well. All right, let's give Olaf some pats as well. I'm feeling generous on the head pats this morning. Who doesn't love a head pat? Anybody who says they don't like a head pat is a liar. Okay, that's not true. I do know people that legitimately don't like to be touched, so I'm only joking with that. They definitely respect people's boundaries, right? But, you know. They are good. Most people love head tats. And into the Shadow Realm, we got one. Wow, you had to subscribe for that long to be able to make that comment? What a loser. What a loser. What a waste of time. Pat yourself on the back because it stood up for like 3 seconds. You're gone now. See you later. Bye. Go ahead and hit the dislike button on the way out. They're gone already. Don't worry about them. Forget it. Forget all about that. Stupid 4chaners. I'm quick. I'm always keeping an eye out. And that's also why I have the delay. Because that way it doesn't appear on your screen very quickly. It's already gone. Yeah, I know. That's why I have it set up this way. I snipe them really fast. Out of here. Wait, what do I have subscribers mode on? Oh, I might have set it down to 1 minute. Hold on. Let me bump that back up, actually. I think that's why they got in, because I bumped it down to 1 minute, so let's bump it back up to 10 minutes in case they have a clone account. Yeah, whoops, that was me. I set it to 1 minute. Oh, my bad. They got through. There we go. All right, so now you have to wait 10 minutes. That usually kills it off. Going up to 30 minutes works too, but that's a bit aggressive for anybody who does actually want to participate in the stream. Oh, I wanted to cuddle them to death. I've mastered the art of cuddle foo for many purposes. You must teach me the ways of cuddle foo. Oh yeah, they were being transphobic. I'm not even gonna repeat what they said because it's stupid. It's a stupid 4chan thing. Don't even worry about it. If they just don't even worry about it. Just pretend it didn't even happen. That's the best thing we can do. Move on from it. They're gone. But yeah, that's why I have the settings set up this way. Don't worry, I'll always make sure that I protect the sanctity of this chat. Like I said, I want to make sure that the chat experience is good for everybody who does want to actually participate in it. So we might need to deputize a few more people. Hold on. Well, yeah, but I also need to probably start... Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, that's the easiest way to defeat them because who is gonna really wait? Like, the more obnoxious it gets, but here's the thing, it doesn't affect people, like, that are, like, have already been established on the channel. So it's really good. And the worse it gets, the more and more time I can add to it, and I can customize it. I can make you wait an entire year if I wanted to, before you can even chat in my live streams. Put it on screen and point, and then throw tomatoes at them. So I don't personally like to feed the trolls too much. It's one thing, like, if I get my, like, little last laugh before I kick them out of the chat. But like otherwise, like if I've gotten those kind of comments on my videos, I don't reply to them. I never reply to them. I just shadow ban them and they're gone. It's not worth it to me. I don't want to get into an argument. And I don't want people to like look at my video and see like me like getting into it with like a bunch of like randos on the internet. It's just not worth my time. I'll let other people deal with that in the comment section if they want to. I just ignore it. I don't know if I'm trans or not right now. I think I'm gender fluid, but I'm not sure. I just don't feel comfortable as I am, and I don't know why. Hey, and that's okay. That's valid too. There is a great video here on YouTube. Let me look up the name of it real quick. I'm gonna share it in the chat. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to play that. Whoops. Oh, crap. I hope I don't get frickin' striked over that. I was listening to music before the live stream. Okay, so this is a video by A. Lillian. I had to pause it again too. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link into the chat here. This is a great video. I definitely recommend you watch it. It is called Unmasking, and it might help. I'm not saying it's gonna give you answers, but I watched this. I got a lot out of this video. So if you're somebody who's feeling a little unsure, this might be a good video for you to watch. Okay? So definitely check it out. Hopefully that does help you out though, Roach. I understand the position you were in because that's kind of how I felt for a while, and I was just like, I don't even know anymore. Elect all the genders like Infinity Stones. Wear them with pride. I've joked with people before, I'm like, my gender's confusion. Nobody knows what I am IRL anymore. Is it a girl? Is it a boy? Is it something? Who knows? I hopefully you get something out of it. But even if you don't give up. There is an answer for you. Don't fall into the trap that I used to fall into, which is thinking that that's not for me. I'm not valid. I don't get to participate. And, you know, I guess just some people die unhappy, right? Like that's what I used to think. That's not true. You are valid. There is an answer for you, and there is an opportunity for you to find happiness in your life too. And it's never too late to make your dreams come true, right? It's never too late. But don't be like me and wait for like 10.5 tons of literal wake-up call to run you over before you realize that. That's the only thing I would say. Like, don't wait for it to almost be gone before you make that realization like I did. Because that's like the one thing I do regret is like, I had to go that far before I woke up. And I'm glad I finally did. I'm glad I woke up. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I made the decisions I made. But it's like, I really hope the one thing I can do is be an advocate for people to start that process much earlier when they are ready to start that process, instead of being like me and just bottle it up and hide it and just not deal with it. That's pretty much how, okay, I'm glad we're on the same page there. All right, I think at this point, we've been going for like 3.5 hours. I did say like 30 minutes ago, we're gonna wrap it up at this point. Okay, so a couple of things that I wanna mention real quick. Let me go ahead, I'm gonna drop the chat off screen. So we're gonna drop that. Where's the background for it? Do, 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 do. There we go. Ah, no wait, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Whoops. Okay, sorry. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Rain's a mess. Rain's a mess. Well, we already knew this. We already knew this. If anybody saw the streams yesterday, we already know Rain's a mess. All right, so a couple of things I just want to mention real quick before we go. I am going to have the live stream scheduled for tomorrow, so I will have a stream scheduled for tomorrow. Keep an eye out on tomorrow's schedule for anybody who's interested. I will also be doing this schedule over the weekend for next week's stream. Keep an eye out for Mindustry. We're going to be doing Mindustry. We are going to be doing some Vox Libre. I might do some Minecraft. I'm not 100% sure. We also have the drawing, so keep an eye out for more drawing and art live streams. Those are going to be a regular thing on the channel again as well. And of course, I've mentioned this already, but I do have to say from the bottom of my heart, one more time, and of course, well, it's not even one more time. I'm going to keep doing it for a while now. I am still blown away by the fact that my community helped purchase my wheelchair. So more than ever, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Every single name on this page had an impact on my ability to be able to get something like that. All of you helped. Even if you couldn't contribute, if you shared it, if you liked it, if you spread the word, even if you gave only $1, from the bottom of my heart, you helped change my life for the better, and I will never forget this for the rest of my life. So, sorry, I still get like a little emotional about it. So, all right, with all of that out of the way, I just want to say thank you all so much for joining me today, and I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day. For watching.